welcome to a very special evening with an absolutely fantastic guest. At the moment, we've only got one of them.
Yep.
And he's absolutely lovely. And this one is not Michael. It's not the naughty one. We have got the lovely Mark from Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. Welcome to Mark.
Lovely.
Lovely. And you're the much more well-behaved one out of the two of you.
Well, somebody has to be. Michael's at work, and he will be off. It's going to be about 2 hours before we'll see him.
So trouble will be here at some point. See?
Exactly.
So yeah, welcome to Mark from Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. And if you haven't checked out their channel yet, their link is in our description. So please go and get subbing.
It's free.
And if any of our mods in the chat could please pop their link in, we would be very grateful.
Yeah.
Go get subbing to them because we need to get them to the 1K mark. Absolutely 100%.
Definitely.
They are fantastic. They have some absolutely amazing auctions that we go and watch, and some absolutely beautiful things, vintage things. You need to go and check it out.
Yep.
So everyone go sub, please. I know you will.
I am not even sure where we are. Oh, we're 256. Oh. So anyway, thank you. I've been looking forward to this.
Well, we've been trying to plan it for about a few weeks now, and we finally were just like, we need to get this in and put it on the diary because it's got to happen.
Hi, Mike and Francis. Chris
Mike
Tyler.
and Francis are
Hello,
lovely.
Mike and Francis.
They are absolutely so lovely. They're the nicest people in the whole world. So thank you all for popping in and joining us on another Mad Saturday. I'm sure we're going to see some names that we don't recognise in the chat that hopefully come over to support Mark.
Yeah.
And Michael when he gets here. And welcome to the madhouse. If you are easily offended, we're probably not for you. There is cursing, as the intro describes. There is drinking. It's after 8 in the UK. We're allowed.
Yeah.
And there's all sorts of naughtiness happens. So just a pre-warning.
Warning.
So with that, warning. Definitely, we need a massive warning on it. So with that, I'm going to pass it to you, Mark, and let you tell everyone who you are, what you do, what you like to sell, and over to you, really.
Okay. I am Mark. My husband and I, Michael, Two Old Guys Vintage and Resale. Hi, Cheryl. There's Veronica. Big Girls Do Cry. I'm recognizing a lot of names. Chris Tyler, Jeff Davis. We do a sale, and we have special guests every Sundays at, it's 3 p.m. Central, which is going to be 9 o'clock your time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Glamours is the one to ask. I'm rubbish. Is it
6
9?
hours? It's 6 hours.
Is it 6 hours with the clock change thing?
I think so.
See,
yeah, there's a 6-hour
difference. Glams because she's on it.
Well, I know that she's driving to pick up her son, but anyway, I believe it's 6 hours between the middle of the United States and England. Two young guys in resell, if you please. Thanks, Jeff.
They are two young guys, Jeff. I agree. Absolutely.
Lin.
Mummy Lin.
Mummy Lin. That's our adopted mummy, that is. She has adopted us officially.
She told me that she pops in our sales, and
it's nice to know that some of the people from over this side are popping in and seeing you guys now. It's lovely to hear. And we have
I thoroughly enjoy it. I mean, Well, you were in last weekend with Glams and Patrick Murphy.
Yeah.
Max came in. So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. This is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
Oh, it is a lot of work. I think people underestimate how much work goes into doing it and setting it up, but actually it's worth it because of the fun that you have.
It's more like a mental work.
That's Betty Louise. And
Betty Louise, stunning.
Michael will be here a little bit later. He's at work. Absolutely, Veronica. Yeah, we all have to thank Glamom for bringing the US and the UK together.
100%.
100%.
And talking of that, I'm going to quickly pop in the chat and say a few hellos. And there is Glamour herself. She says she's got to go and pick up her son from the airport, but she'll be listening in until she can get to the chat.
Hi, Glams.
It's okay, big girls.
We have Veronica.
Hello, Veronica.
What a lineup. There could be trouble tonight. We've got lovely Sean. Good evening, Sean. It's good to see you too. And we've got Chris. Good evening, Chris.
Troublesome.
It can be troublesome, Chris. Jeff says he's just here so we won't get fined.
Hello, Jeff. USA. USA. USA.
Who's going to fine you, Jeff?
Yeah, nobody's going to find you.
Lovely Mike and Francis. And whilst I've got Mike and Francis, we'd like to send a massive shout out to Mike and Francis, who have made not one but 2 purchases of us this week. They are so kind to us. They always have been, and they are amazing. And we love them very, very much. So this, Mike and Francis, is for you. Mwah.
THANKYOU. Thank you. Thank you.
So that is for you both. Mwah. Jeff says, work on a Saturday? Criminal. Oh, 100%. 100%. We have lovely Lainey.
How are you?
And I have a little fun game planned for later. And I have got to thank the lovely Lainey actually for helping me out, because she is like full of the most amazing ideas for live streams. So thank you very much, Lainey. It is much appreciated. I think we'll have fun with the game that you suggested. We have Cheryl.
Hello,
Cheryl Stevens.
How are you?
It's a new name. Good evening. Lovely to see you here.
Yep.
Welcome. Welcome.
Cheryl is one of our regulars. Hi, Cheryl.
You're very welcome here, Cheryl. As long as you can deal with the madhouse, you're in. Lainey says, is Michael being the very glamorous assistant in the background? I think we all have Glamour to bringing us exactly.
Yep.
She's just Lainey, he wouldn't stand still and be quiet that long.
So true.
Lainey says, sorry, Betty Louise.
You don't need to apologize.
Good evening, Elaine.
Hello,
I hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good, and I hope that your daughter's feeling better.
Yeah.
Hope you've got something sorted. Fingers crossed.
Hello, Rachel.
Good evening, girls.
How are
Thank you
you?
for joining us. Lovely to see you as always.
Yeah.
Retro Girls, if you don't know, they do a little bit of dumpster diving. If nobody knew that, so check them out. And yes, Mummy Linlin. I am. For the first time ever, I had to go today to learn how to put in contact lenses before they would allow me to have them. I don't know why, because I'm very responsible, but they weren't going to let me bring them home because I've never used them before. So I have contact lenses in my eyeballs, and it's so weird because I keep doing this because I keep wondering why my glasses are not on my face. It's the strangest feeling in the world, but I love it. Trying
Did
to
you get?
die.
Are they soft or are they the hard ones?
They're soft ones. They're very fiddly. And it wasn't much fun trying to learn to put them in because I'm like a nervous wreck. She was like, "It's fine, love. Everyone's the same. You'll be fine. Just, you know, it takes a bit of getting used to." So I've been warned a few times, do not sleep with them in.
No, don't.
So I could end up with a lot of trouble, apparently. So I'm going to make sure that exactly as the stream finishes, my ass is in the bathroom pulling them out before it doze off. No, you are a legend, Lainey. You really are. Lovely Lainey does a banish bin game, actually. I'm surprised that she's not trying to hook you both to take part because it would be very fun. I know Patrick's done it, and I think Aunt Boo is coming up.
Boo, yes.
Good evening, lovely Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
We've got the lovely Paula
Hello,
Marie.
Paula Marie. How are you?
We are well, thank you. Hope you're both good.
Yeah.
Elaine says, still got ECG and blood tests on Monday. Well, fingers crossed everything goes well.
Definitely.
Good evening, Boo.
Hey, Boo. How are you?
Hey, Boo.
We've got our Sophie
Hello,
in
Sophie.
the building.
Wagwan.
Soph. Veronica says, funny how we're all sent home with our newborns 2 days after having them, but yet you need to be taught how to put in contacts. Yeah. Yeah, apparently you can't put that in your eye without being taught.
And what we say? With clean hands.
With clean hands, yeah. As if you're gonna like, you know, I said to him, like, no, I'm just gonna go and pick up after the dog and like stick them in. Like, that's the most stupid thing to tell someone, but I suppose there are idiots out there that will that will do it and just not wash their hands. Mike and Francis would like to know what you're drinking.
Sparkling water with
Sophie got Alvin onto juice with sparkling water, being as he made a pledge not to drink until his birthday of the 1st of May. And that was on our New Year's stream. So he's done really well at near on 5 months of no booze on this stream. Believe that. I mean,
I can run 10 miles now.
It's a record. I've been drinking his share, so it's all good. Daughter's anxiety won't be great on Monday. No, I'm sure she'll be really nervous, Elaine, but it's for the best reason that she's going, and hopefully she gets sorted. Good evening, Lorraine.
Hello, Lorraine.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you very much, Lorraine. That's very kind of you. I've just chucked a bit of face on tonight. Nothing too special. I mean, Lynn said, just don't panic. I couldn't get on with them. Yeah, I was panicking when she was telling me to put them in and take them out. She's like, I need to push your eyeball a little bit. And I was like, ugh. Thought, oh, please don't sit here and say that I'm not going to be able to hook these suckers out. But I did. A lot more confident now she's shown me.
Yeah.
But I'll still be a
little bit more practice.
I'll still be a little bit sort of all hands.
I know I'll be handy.
It won't take long for you to get used to it.
I think after a few times of popping them in and popping them out, I'll just be like, oh, it's nothing now. But at the moment, it's still so scary because you're like, oh, just go in the right place and don't fall. And it's sort of wobbling all over. And
don't make it go at the back of your eye.
Luckily, they're made these days that they tend not to go to the back of your eye. It's really quite rare. But all the same, a little bit nervous. Mike and Francis said we're both looking fabulous tonight.
Thank you, Mike and Francis.
Thank you very much. Boo said, Lynsey looking so glamorous tonight and loving that sweet hat, Alvin.
Thank you very much.
One dumpster find hat, that is.
Yep.
Very, very cool hat. Thank you, Aunt Boo. I'm feeling rather good tonight. Jeff says, I sent you a messenger pic you liked, Lynsey. Right, let's have a quick little look. Get in, scavenger. We're going thrifting. Absolutely.
Oh, that's cool.
Love that, Jeff. Let me see if can I show it. Can I? Yeah. Get in, scavenger. We're going thrifting. I love it.
Definitely.
I'm nipping that. That's going on a post. Thanks, Jeff. Good evening,
Hello,
Lisa.
Lisa.
Welcome back. I hope you're good.
Mhm.
Yeah, really good sofa at the moment. So far, so good. Hopefully, that will stay that way and I won't end up with some weird eye infection or something. Yes, I've been told so many times off of loads of people today, make sure you take them out. I will. Our Saturday has been fantastic.
Yeah.
How has your Saturday been, Mark?
To be perfectly honest, it's been a rough one. I suffer from AFib,
Okay.
which is a heart thing, and it's been a bitch today. But I'm good. I'm good.
So do you have to take medication and stuff to keep it under control?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
They call these the golden years. Yeah, they're golden.
People keep saying things to us, and they're like, "Oh, this happens and that happens." You go, "Oh, great, something else to look forward to, like a few years."
Yeah.
Well, I hope your Saturday gets better from here on in.
Yes.
Well, it absolutely. When I got on here with you two, it automatically got better. No, I took a nap earlier, and that seemed to calm things down a little bit. At least I'm not sitting here going, okay, am I going to fall over because I'm dizzy?
Yeah, it's horrible. I had a little bit of a session last Saturday, you know, when I got in the green room with Lainey. I had a bit of a dizzy spell. I'm not sure what that was all about, but stress and tiredness, I think. Veronica says she can't do contacts. Her face looks weird without glasses. I think you can. Lovely to see you back this week, Lisa.
Yeah, definitely.
Sophie said, how old are you? Two old guys vintage. Sorry, can't remember your name. This is Mark Soph.
I'm Mark, and you'll see Michael in a little while.
Aunt Boo says, I think I need progressive lenses now. And as Michael would say, I'm old.
You know.
Well, he's old, boo.
Soph loving the gold dress in the background. It is very glam. Very.
Yeah. Chris Tyler, I'm going to jump the questions. We are from Missouri, right smack in the middle.
There you go, Chris. Look, we had two questions actually. Mike and Francis asked the same as well. Where in the US were you from? So we've got two questions exactly the same time that were both answered with exactly the same. There you go. Yeah. Veronica says you misspelled fabulous, Boo. Everyone's sending love and hugs to Mark. The golden years are not so golden, old age is shit.
There are days, aren't there, Cheryl?
Not nice.
No, see, Peter Quill is from Missouri. Hey, Joyce. No, the one thing that Michael and I always strive for, and this is perfect because you guys are just yourselves. If you ask me a question, I'm going to give you the honest answer. I'm not. It is what it is.
True.
So I appreciate all the good vibes. I'll be fine. I'm just. You wake up. It happens about once a month. It's obviously you're scraping the bottom of the barrel for guests. I weep for you both. I hope things improve for you. Well, there's Michael.
Well, that's just cheeky. That is. You know, I thought like we had like the creme de la creme on today, personally. Thank you, you are. I can see in a couple of hours we're going to have quite a lot of fun. Where did
Absolutely.
Mummy Lyndon said her husband suffers with AF. It's not nice.
Yeah, there's just days that, like I said, it happens about once a month, and there's two new courses of actions. There's add another pill, or they want to do a what's it called? Ablation, where they go up through your groin into your heart and electrocute nerve endings so that it'll quit beating
Blimey,
so
that doesn't
fast.
feel nice.
Yeah, well, needles just freak me out anyway.
Yeah, they're not nice. I freak out every time. You've got to go and have a blood test. And then I go and they do it and I go, oh, was that it? But then it will happen again and then I do the same routine. I hate it.
Yeah.
You made me feel so welcome last week and made me smile, so of course I'll come back. Oh, that's lovely. Thank you, Lisa. If we can make someone smile, then we've done our job. So we're very, very pleased. Boo says, big hugs, Mark. If we could fill your heart with good vibes, it'd heal right up.
Absolutely.
Peter Quill is from Missouri. Who's Peter Quill? I'm confused. So, good evening, Joyce. Welcome
Hello,
to
Joyce.
the
How are you?
Madhouse. Thank you very much for joining and come supporting Mark and Michael. Lovely to see you here. Here comes trouble.
Hey, Sean.
Hey, Sean. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're good. I hope everything is okay.
Yep.
Need some medical advice from Sophie. How much codeine do you need to take to have a good time but not kill yourself? Asking for a friend, Lyndon. So this is Sean, and he's very naughty. And we absolutely
I
love him.
think I've seen Sean before
Oh, we love Sean.
on your channel. Yes.
To be honest, if he's not in here, it's very quiet. We've got Andy in, which is our friend from the scrapyard. Good evening, Andy.
How you doing, buddy?
Dumpster people. Joyce
Hello.
is saying she got her package, Mark.
Good.
And Sophie replied that Sean coding bonds you up, you won't shit yourself. And he said that's a relief. And Cheryl says, Michael would be nice before Mark. I had my wisdom tooth out on Wednesday. Ouch.
Oh, those are fun.
I hate the dentist.
Yes.
And Michael says he's just checking in and we all look fabulous.
Thank you. Hope you're not working too hard.
Yeah, no working too hard. Not on a Saturday. Anything that starts with go up through your groin is yikes.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
Watch a documentary of how they done it, isn't it?
Yeah, it doesn't look pleasant. And I can't say that I'd be thrilled if they said, oh, you know, we're suggesting that. Some ablations work, sometimes they don't.
I have a cousin, excuse me, I have a cousin that's had it done 3 times and it worked the 3rd time.
Oh, imagine having to do it 3 times though. I think the first time is bad enough. I don't know that I'd want to go back.
I think
Well,
you've got to get used to it after a while.
I'm very good with needles, not to toot my own horn.
Well,
Well,
Sophie is a nurse, to be fair.
Congratulations.
Lisa said, take the pill, take the pill. Yeah, I think I'd much prefer. You know, I've got a couple of like tablets I have to take, and I feel sometimes like I'm rattling, but I'd still rather take another one rather than warm stuff. He's on warfarin now. They've changed it to something else.
See, I'm on Eliquist because with warfarin, you have to go in and have your A1C checked. More needles. They do
Yeah.
blood work every week, and it's like, no.
No, no thanks. Just give me the tablets. I can swallow that with water. I'll be fine. I had to go into hospital to have it done. Oh,
Yeah.
dental stuff makes me cringe. Andy says he's loving the hat, Alvin.
Thank you very much.
And Sean says, nice to see a quality vintage dealer on your channel. None of that cheap clothing. Stick to the bloody old and expensive. Sean actually has got some beautiful things and little, we see more pretty vase. The beautiful vase we have here, Sean sent that to us as a gift, and I commented
how
on it on his
beautiful.
Instagram, saying that it's like my favourite thing I'd seen on his page. And he sent it because he's lovely and I love it. Absolutely love it. I had a stent put in. Is that the same thing? I have absolutely no idea. I think Sophie's probably the
Sophie,
best
yeah.
one to ask Mummy Lindley. And Sophie says, Sean, you're old and expensive. And he agrees. Warfarin is pretty dated now. Don't see many people on it. Newer stuff on the market now that doesn't require the weekly testing.
Well, she offered it to me, and I told her, hey, before you even start this, the little blood thinner thing, I said, I mean, I like you, Doc, but I'm not coming to see you every week so you can draw blood. So we can find another source.
True.
Yeah, no thanks. You know, you can keep it. Sean says he's just sold a tea set to Japan and a charger to Italy, so can afford a kebab to soak up gin. Yay! Woo! Yeah, you just want to breathe that cock, didn't he? He was just looking for a reason. Hey, Raquel!
Hello, Raquel. How are you?
Raquel.
Lovely to see you.
Lovely to see you. To see you.
Nice, I think. So, what do I have this week?
I don't know.
Shall we?
God, Michael.
Sean, so nice to recognise that I'm old and expensive. How lovely of you to notice. It's all in the cut of my exceptionally tight trousers. He's very good at noticing stuff. Very good.
Yes.
He's got a good eye, has Sean. Shall we do some crazy news? We'll get that out of the way. And it is fairly crazy, actually. So the crazy news headline of the week is
I don't even know it.
woman arrested after taking corpse to sign bank loan in Brazil. Oh, hell yes, she did. She did.
Oh God.
I find some weird and wonderful news stories every week. And this week I was looking for one. There was a couple, but this one in particular stood out because I was just like, huh? So I have a little video to play that I just put together. It's just a couple of funny clips. So that was my little clip because I just thought it was hilarious. And the news story goes as this. So Erica Vieira Nunes, I've probably just absolutely ruined her name. But, you know, it is what it is.
It sounded good.
Yeah, I'm going with that. It sounded good. She wheeled a dead 68-year-old man into a bank where she told staff that he wished to take out a loan worth £2,600. So then it goes on to say a woman has been arrested in Brazil after she brought a 68-year-old man who had been dead for hours into a bank to sign for a loan. She wheeled the corpse into the bank in a suburb of Rio de Janeiro and told an employee that the man wanted a loan for 17,000 reais. I think that's their money, but it's £2,600. Security camera video showed. She then held a pen to the man, saying, "Uncle, are you listening? You need to sign." He doesn't say anything. That's just how he is, she says. "If you're not okay, I'm going to take you to the hospital." Bank staff soon became suspicious as the man's head kept falling back, so they called the police, who arrested her. She was charged with vilification of a corpse and attempted theft through fraud, according to the Rio newspaper. The man's cause of death is unknown. She knew he was dead. He had been dead for at least 2 hours, the investigating officer told Breakfast News programme. "I have never come across a story like this in 22 years as a cop." He said police were investigating whether Nunez was actually related to the man. Her lawyer had argued that the man died at the bank, but a police forensic analysis determined he had actually died earlier whilst lying down. So, I mean, people do the weirdest stuff.
Oh, absolutely.
For a couple of grand. It's not even like it was for millions. It's like for a couple of grand. Like, I read it and I just think this cannot possibly be real.
I'm gonna refill.
Refilling your juice. Yeah. So yeah, there we go. It's fairly crazy. Boo says Michael always has his sassy pants on. Lisa asks, will the pink fluffy cock be putting an appearance tonight? The fluffy one's not pink. He might well do. You never know. Good evening, Woo Woo. Says, even though I had to inject my meds for years, still hate needles and have blood testing monthly.
Yeah.
There he is. Pima. Hey, Pima.
Patrick.
Sean said that's not the image. They had him on vid in the bank. He was not moving much and did look a tad pale. Yeah. Boo, not his head falling back. Yeah. While she was asking, he signed. It did make us laugh, like when we read it, to be fair. We were just like, no way.
No way, Jose.
It just
So
can't.
are these in your regular newspaper? These stories, or
No, they just come up. I Google like crazy news stories, so they can literally come from anywhere in the world.
okay.
And they're not necessarily that they haven't necessarily happened this week. It might have happened ages ago, but it's something I've come across that's mad. That I just think, yeah, let's share it. It's normally something rude or
Yeah.
I mean, we've had some weird ones.
We have some funny ones. When a woman get caught in that thing, the dog when it goes up.
Yeah, the woman that got caught in the shop.
Shutters.
Shutters.
Yeah.
We've had the first one we ever done was a woman who's married to a doll.
A dog, yeah.
She has children dolls, and
I don't know where she is today.
I don't know. But actually, I'm a bit of an idiot because I did crazy news, and I know you will love it. I didn't do the intro, did I? Just do the intro and pretend like I did it anyway. Let's roll the intro.
Crazy news of the week. Oh my god, what the actual...
There we go. We did it at the beginning.
There, now we're back. There's
Yeah.
Michael, Angry Otter.
Hey, Michael.
How are you?
Lovely to see you. How do you beautiful people, especially Mark? Indeed.
Oh,
There are some seriously thick people in this world. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, there are. Sean says, be right back. Carers have arrived for Mum and kebab is 5 minutes away. Multitasking as my gin glass is empty. Well, get that sorted and get it filled.
Yep.
She thought no one would notice he was brown bread. Well, I think she was hoping no one would notice. Unfortunately, when he failed to be able to sign and his head was
like
dropping back,
Oh.
you know, and he wasn't answering or responding, I think they probably were like,
She probably could say, oh, he's mute.
yeah, he's mute. I think like she said something like that. He just doesn't talk much, or he's like that sometimes. So, Mark, what sort of things do you and Michael like to sell? Do you sell everything, or do you sort of target your what you buy to sort of more one specific
niche.
thing?
I think the easiest way to, if we see something that catches our eye, I know I'm extremely guilty of it. If it catches my eye,
Oh, let me just put you big quickly so we can see that.
okay, it's a cat wine bottle.
Oh wow, that is so cool.
If it catches my eye, and it can be from that to a Pez dispenser of the Pokemon.
Pokemon bears, they're so cool.
Yeah.
So if it catches my eye, it's going to catch somebody else. If it sells, fine. If it doesn't, okay, we'll try it on 2 or 3 sales, and we may redonate it. A couple of weeks ago, no, the 1st of April, I got a booth at an antique mall. So I've got eBay, I've got Poshmark. So there's avenues to get rid of it.
Yeah, definitely. And you sell some beautiful things. I always get my eye always goes to the back of you with all your glass.
Mhm.
All the beautiful colours, because I love a bit of colour. It's absolutely beautiful.
And I love the swung bases.
Absolutely gorgeous. All the colours, it just attracts my eye because not that anyone would notice, but I like my colour.
I've always been a fan of the mid-century modern. And Michael, when we met, he turned me on to Victorian art glass. Now, that is, hey Willow, hey Porky. Let me go get a piece of that, because that is my next love. I mean, Victorian art glass is just, I'm gonna bring a small piece.
Hiya, Pockies. How are you, buddy?
Cheryl says they've got fantastic jewellery
Yeah, they
lots.
do.
We've seen they do. So yay, Pokemon. Good evening, Porkies. Lovely to see you. We are well, thank you very much. Hope you're good too. And good evening, Willow.
Hello,
Welcome.
Willow.
Welcome to our madhouse. Thank you very much for joining us and coming supporting Mark and Michael. Lynsey Alvin, newbie transplant from Mark and Mike.
Thank you.
Well, you're very welcome here. It's lovely to have you in.
Yep.
Oh, yes, Willow. All right, this is Victorian art glass. This is late 1800s, early 1900s.
Right, let's have a look. Oh, wow.
This camera does not do this justice.
I can see it's got like that rainbowy effect. As you turn it round, it's got like the pearlescence to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely beautiful.
And here is another piece, and there's actually a name that
Wow.
is escaping me. But
That is
this is all applied.
Yeah, that's really, really lovely.
That is absolutely stunning. And they are things that I would see in a charity shop, and I would 100% pick up because they are so pretty.
Yeah, some of there's Lotes and Kralik, and those are some old names. And they fetch good money. Now, wait a minute.
You already did buy it.
Yep.
Was it you or was it me?
I see. Now that's the question. They are absolutely beautiful, and anything like that catches my eye. And anything with butterflies on, I'm obsessed with. I tend to gravitate straight away.
Yep. Definitely, you do.
Yeah, I'm a
But
bit.
this, yeah, the loads, the acrylic, those are stuff that we keep for our personal collection.
Oh, definitely. The last piece is cranberry corally.
Thank you, dear.
Michael
This
says,
is
you
the
know,
piece that he's talking about, cranberry coralline.
honestly, it's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, when we took time to create stunning things in glass and metal instead of cheap plastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
And things were made to last as well, because that's not a thing anymore either, is it?
Mhm.
And he said, me and my cousin had a car mascot out of the scrap in a yard we used to work at. What sort of car mascot? Good money car mascot? Alvin found something today, which is mad, and it works.
It works. If you haven't got a charger,
It doesn't have a charger, and we do need to either source a charger, or we might have one in the house somewhere.
but where?
Because
I know your pain.
we are like small, kind of getting more into reselling / dumpster divers. So we like to hoard stuff, and we plan to take things to charity shops, and then we don't. But if I can't really bring it in to show because it's huge, and so it's a Motor Caddy S1 28-volt golf trolley with new ultra lithium and charger. Well, obviously there's no charger. So if I can,
That's what I found.
Oh, sweet.
an actual golf caddy, which is just craziness, and it works because somebody decided to play with it in the front.
Yeah, well, this thing was working and it went
This
and
thing
someone-
just like come flying towards me, and he's like, "It worked." Yeah. Luckily, my glass on the floor was empty.
Yeah, I know. Some of them go for £499.
Yeah, some of them sell for £500, and someone just threw that away. So they've got money. Because otherwise, why would you be throwing it?
Exactly. Well, I'm happy to collect it.
Mike-
Not going to the landfill.
Yeah.
Happy days.
Michael says, "Marches with sign, bring Art Deco back." Oh, I love Art Deco. There's some really lovely stuff.
Yes,
do
it is.
you find like loads of British stuff over in America? Do you find a lot of like pottery and stuff from over here?
We do find a little bit. Well, okay, let me take that back. Port Marion,
Yeah.
okay. I actually still have quite a bit of that. A few of the tins, the tea tins,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah, we call them like vintage tea caddies and stuff like that.
we have an abundance. I don't know whether I would call it an abundance, but we do have quite a bit.
It's really rare that we find American stuff. Well, we are only in one city, tend not to venture too far out, but we tend to not find too much American stuff. So that's why I asked, because we used to watch another lady on YouTube, Crazy Lamp Lady, and she solely focuses on breakables, glass, and she's always picking up sort of like British stuff, and you're like, wow, like, it's amazing how it all kind of gets across the sea.
Yeah,
like,
sure.
It comes this way, but it doesn't go back. Yeah.
Yeah, which is too right, I suppose. Like
Royal
American
Baltimore.
people seem more proud of keeping their stuff, and
Yeah.
like we're like, nah, you can have ours, have it. We're not bothered. Keep it. Does the caddy come with the obligatory stupid trousers? Unfortunately not, Lisa. No, it doesn't. It doesn't come with the Trump trouser outfit kind of thing, no. Cheryl says it's easy to become a hoarder when you're a collector or a reseller.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have all the best intentions, and we promised ourselves last time we cleared out, we're going to take all of this stuff weekly to the charity shop, and yeah, that didn't happen. So then we end up with a whole ton of stuff. Michael says, I do around here because Austin has a lot of British that come to work. Willow says, British tins in China are what I see the most in Kansas thrift stores and auctions. I love to find British crafting related things. Wow. And PMAV says, because America are greedy bastards. Michael says, we have a buttload of British items.
Well, you can get your butt home and
I think they're called friends.
that's right, Lynn.
Buttload of British items. So,
I was just trying to think off the top of my head, so
how
apparently we
did
do.
you both get started doing the auctions on YouTube? But actually,
Oh Lord.
how did you start with YouTube?
It started out that we got talked into it. I didn't have a clue what the hell I was doing. This is, I guess it's been 2 years now. And we did, I did the first couple of shows with somebody, and then I met Johnny, Cajun Roots Reseller,
Mm-hmm.
and he was tremendously helpful. I mean, a mentor. The man, there's no such thing as a stupid question. And when I went out on my own, he helped me pick the right time for us. I was doing. Mark, you snuck into Johnny's channel and forced to go live. Yeah. And it was just tremendously helpful. And we changed it from Thursdays to Sundays. And that way Michael could be with me. And it has just grown from there. I mean, it is a whole lot of fun. I love having Michael with me. He doesn't think that he does anything. But just having him here talking.
Does he talk? I always thought he was the quiet one.
Yeah, okay. But yeah, anytime I needed, oh no, another Johnny made me do it story, but in such a good way. That's true. Now, Michael is such a wallflower. Sure
Yeah,
he
I
is.
guess that.
Michael, his mom was an antique dealer here in Kansas City.
Wow.
For years. And I mean, she was buying and selling it in the 60s and 70s. So, you know, the way he talks about it, he was born at an auction. So he has had all of this information that he's learned. And when I never really dabbled. I mean, yeah, there were pieces that I picked up that I would save, but it was just a collection. And I have learned so much. I'm getting better every day because you learn something new every day.
Definitely. YouTube's a really good help for that. We found that when we first got into YouTube and watching other resellers and learning different clothing brands to pick up and brands that you would never even heard of. Sometimes we hadn't when we started.
So we have our pen or paper.
We used to sit
down.
writing stuff down, look out for these things. And Sean's brilliant with us because we find lots of vintage stuff in the bin, like breakables, and he's always great to say, like, if you ever need me, message me. And he's really good at telling us what something is, what it's worth. You know, sometimes even what to put it on as on eBay, and he's absolutely fantastic for that. And it's lovely when you build up the community, and this is why we love the community that we're starting to build on YouTube, because everyone helps each other and everyone gives each other tips and hints and tricks, and you learn all the time.
Yep. You know, yeah, Johnny for the technical YouTube stuff, and Glams for clothing, or Coach Purses. I've sent her several text messages. Okay, what do you think?
Max
Yep.
is in the house.
Yo, Max, yo. How you doing,
Maximus!
Or me for madness. Max for madness, definitely. And loads of fun. Cheryl says we get excited when we find stuff from another country except China. Pretty much the same on that one, I think, in the UK.
Yeah.
Most if it says made in China, you're just like, oh, yeah, that's probably not going to be worth anything. Boo.
Max, how's the horse?
Dee?
Yeah, the horse Dee. Lots of hard work.
Yeah.
Hema said, let's get into the way back machine, kids. Four millennia ago, in the times of MySpace and IRC. Let's see. Cheryl says, Johnny Cajun Roots reseller, the man, the myth, the legend. We like watching when Johnny's on and he does your auctions and he like fills up these bags of jewellery and you're like, wow, this is like insane.
Yeah.
Michael knows his stuff.
Yes.
Willow says the knowledge base from YouTube buyers and sellers is so immense. If you don't know and you pay attention, you will.
Yep.
100%.
Yep. That's what we did, isn't it?
Yeah. Veronica says people just text me for snark. I'll be on that. Hey, Tam.
Hello, Tam and Bell. How are y'all?
Hope you're having a lovely weekend.
Yeah.
Welcome into the madness. Michael says, when I started 7 years ago, it was all about finding proprietary remote controls. And there were like 3 resellers on YouTube. Everything has changed so much.
Definitely.
There's loads of resellers on YouTube now.
I think I saw somewhere, what is there, 150,000 sales a day by different resellers.
Oh, that's a lot. A lot.
I know.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Max, she's being a little mare, but I love her. Ha ha. Good evening, lovely Belle. Thank
Hello,
you for
Belle.
popping in. And we've also got Pat. Good evening, Pat. Hope you're
Hello,
doing
Pat.
well.
How are you?
Max says, I'm sitting there waiting for the clock to strike 9, then become dad taxi. First drop off is Mason and his girlfriend, and the second collection is Mia from a birthday party. You
You're
don't
doing
stop.
taxi now. It's 1 minute past 9.
Yep, you're late. You're late. Max says, whoop, there it is. Who says, I think YouTube in general has changed so much, even since 2020 when everyone went inside.
Yeah. And
Good
if you
evening,
Hello,
George.
George. How are you?
Are you still having a lovely time? Hopefully you are.
and if anybody needs any commercials or just little ditties, check with Boo2 Productions.
100%.
That girl's on fire.
Need intros, thank yous. Or if you want to look at some like absolutely hilarious movie reviews, head over to our channel because it is absolutely
funny.
hilarious.
Yep.
But yeah, check her out if you're looking for intros and videos. Thank you.
Intros, extras, thank you, super chats.
She is fabulous. Good evening, Rich.
Hello,
Welcome.
Rich.
Thank you for popping in.
Hello.
Weekend. Max, I need Sarah to learn how to drive.
I thought Sarah went track already.
Yeah, I thought Sarah was.
Hmm.
I thought Sarah was driving already.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, wow.
Drive or ride.
Cheryl says, are you all having a sale today, or is this just a meet and greet? No sale today. No sale today.
This is like a meet and greet, Cheryl.
It is a meet and greet and a bit of fun. We're going to have some games in a little while. But basically, this will be, we've been in Mark and Michael's chat, we've been subscribed for a long time now, but this will be our first sort of proper meet online. I know it's only virtual, but, you know, it's all we've got right now.
Yeah.
And we are loving it. So thank you for being here. If you are interested in buying some lovely stuff, Mark and Michael do a very, very nice auction, as do we. We have now started our own not what auctions.
Not what.
And Cheryl is usually one of the first ones in.
So do
We
pop along
appreciate
and have a little look, because they're a bit of fun. You don't need to be in here to buy.
Hello.
Yay! Glad to hear. You can pop in and out as and when you want, George.
Yep.
Say hi to Sean and Finley.
Yeah.
Murph said, yeah, I remember when YouTube was for cats and fun.
Yeah, I
Great.
remember the cat videos.
Great. Yeah, that famous cat video. Created, uploaded season sets, but once again, greed got in the way. Yay! Belle says, having a fab weekend, guys. Hope you are too. P.S. How stunning is that gold dress? Absolutely stunning.
Yep.
So
We're having
sparkly.
a fab weekend too.
We have. Very nice weekend so far. Nice weather. We've had just a really nice day.
Definitely.
Michael says, I'm going to Stanley Hotel in June. Should do a Shining reaction from there. You should. Definitely should. That would be so cool to go to the hotel from The Shining. Max says she's attempted to drive many times, only not yet succeeded. She'll get there.
Yeah. Try. Do. You will succeed.
Sarah's determined, so I'm sure she'll do it. Willow says sales where they're in US and British sellers could be complicated. They need some plugs dropped in chat to ensure folks know where their goods were coming from due to shipping costs. Exactly. And that's why we say if you want to come and just join in the chat, then you're more than welcome. You don't have to buy anything because we understand that shipping costs are crazy. Max says, I've got that load of vintage teddies that could go well in the auction. Bring them on.
Bring you on, buddy.
Not next week, I believe the week after,
After, yeah.
we'll be doing the next one.
Tom said, bring all the
So-
shit. You're gonna buy it all.
WhatsApp me and we'll do it. Or if you want to put together like a box or something, Max, you can do that as well. Or if you've got other stuff, you can do up to 5 items, like even if one of them is a bundle. So let me know. Just sell all your old shit to us, Max. Has the eBay live? Has the live eBay selling started in the USA yet? Chris asks.
Not that I'm aware of, but I haven't paid much attention either.
Yeah, it's a massive thing here at the moment in regards to eBay, especially for clothing sellers here, aren't they? Like eBay have brought in this new thing where they are saying that private sellers won't have any fees if they sell clothing. And I think it's because they're a little bit worried that Whatnot has become fairly big here and people are going to Whatnot to buy cheap clothing.
Yeah.
And I think they're panicking a little bit. So they've brought in private sellers, no fees on clothing. Everything else, there will be still fees. So a lot of people were kind of a little bit peeved, understandably, that if they're a business seller, they're still getting fees
Yeah, sure.
if they sell clothing, which I don't think is right at all. And we're getting lots of different things now popping up, live selling things popping up. So we've got Whatnot that's now getting a lot bigger here. And we did have Poshmark, although that didn't last. And Tilt, I think, is another one that is just a clothing only live selling platform that we've got here. But I know you guys have got Poshmark and Whatnot.
We've got, well, there's Whatnot, there's Posh, there's so many anymore. Do you get a lot of American buyers through your eBay or any of that?
Not always. We had one, was it last couple of weeks ago?
Yeah.
Was it the t-shirt or the breakables?
The went to Australia.
So we sold a Dark Knight t-shirt and that went off to the US. But that's probably, we haven't had one of those for a long time. So that's kind of one that we've had in the last couple of weeks, but it's not very often.
Because I'm just, well, if I'm making an assumption here. So if I sent a 1 pound box to England,
Mm-hmm.
or vice versa, you sent a 1 pound box to United States, are you talking like $35, $40 for shipping?
Pretty much, yeah. Well, it's about £40, I think, which is like mega expensive. And at least if we sell things on eBay, we use the global shipping program, so we only have to get it to the local eBay depot, and they deal with the rest. So
Yeah, I'm through. I've gone through there too.
it's a lot easier. It just takes away the whole palaver of it because it's so difficult when you're sending stuff abroad. We had a little one with one of our friends in the chat, Sean, who bought some cameras off of us, and we had to ship them just to Ireland. And because Ireland is not part of the UK, even though Northern Ireland is, that was a whole palaver. It was just a nightmare. And bless him, he was so patient and absolutely fantastic with it. And we had to sort of backwards and forwards get them to him. And we eventually did, but it was a pain, to say the least. Where was I in the chat there? Max says, I would love to only supply your shops with my finds, but I've tried many of times to sell boxes for cheap, but not many schools. Defo up for sorting some bundles out again, though. I've got some cool finds coming in again. Yay.
We have some cool finds coming from us, so Max.
Yeah, You've got your box that will be on its way to you. We are trying to tailor it to you.
British shops printer not working at the moment.
Yeah, we've had a bit of a nightmare with every printers because we don't have a thermal printer, so
I
that's
need to be excused for just a minute.
not a problem.
I will be right back. It's
Okay.
potty time.
Enjoy. Tam Bell said, "You've never tried with me." Veronica says, "Who counts as a private seller? People who have no eBay store." Yeah, pretty much. They don't have a store and they don't pay like a monthly fee for a store and a shop front. And they also have what was I going to say? They also, like, private sellers are mainly like people who are getting rid of their old stuff, although some people do try and get away with having a private store when they've got a lot of stock. And
So a private seller is like somebody who puts something for themselves and after they want to sell it, they can sell it.
yeah, I know. I was just explaining to Veronica, they don't have, she asked if they don't have an eBay store.
Okay.
Max said, I'll get a little box made up and let you see what you think. Give me till Monday and I'll send over some pics. Thank you very much, Max. It'll be a bargain box with Bell in mind. Lisa says, was in the kitchen making cocoa when I heard you say about cat videos on YouTube. I am the foster coordinator for cat charity. I remember you said last week. Got my 60th and 61st foster cats at the moment, so I've got my own funny cats. Cats are sure fun, definitely. Max says, already got 5 items in mind that I'll be adding. Lovely. Just let us know and pop over some photos and what you want the starting bids to be. That's pretty much it, Max. Melina said, yes, Lynsey, she's still trying to get into Tilt. It's a bit of a nightmare app at the moment. Sean said, live selling takes a certain type of person to present it. It's not mass friendly. Yeah, I agree. 100% Sean. Porky's asking Lisa if there was any accidents on the bed this week. Lisa said, yes, Porky's 2 nights ago, so Boo spent the next day in the crate. Naughty. Veronica, last time I shipped to the UK, it was almost $30 for just under £1. It is crazy. Sean says, eBay shipping via the global shipping program is great, but most people make the mistake of not adding the packed weight and dimensions into the listing setup when you do the shipping drops by third. Yeah. It is still a lot less hassle, I feel. Melina said it's easier to sell to each other personally than going through eBay. 100%. You can do better deals as well. Max says, no rush, honest, I'm patient. Michael says, Mark is a mess with bladder of baby rabbit.
Holy okay.
He's okay as well. Sold a guitar to the US about 6 years ago. It went for £64 by parcel forms. Wow.
Parcel force. Doof, doof, doof.
Cheryl says, when are you showing your handsome face, Michael? Indeed, when is he showing his handsome face? Although they're both handsome anyway, so it doesn't make any difference. So we had this comment. I don't know who said that, but
It's true.
he's so naughty. I mean, I'm not even a reseller. No, you're not. Not everyone in our chat is a reseller either, which is nice. We get a mixture of lots of different people that do lots of different things, so it's lovely.
Cheryl, it's gonna be about another hour before he's gonna show us his handsome face.
Lisa said, it sounds like it might be cheaper to fly a package in your hand luggage with EasyJet rather than post it. Quite likely, to be fair, Lisa. Still trying to get permission from my agent. Lisa says she doesn't resell anymore either. it's a hard thing to get into, and it's a hard thing to stick to. You've got to know what you're looking for, and you've got to really stick with it. I think.
It's definitely a full-time job.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of the resellers like to say they always like the buying part. It's the listing and the packaging and the hassle off the customer's part that none of us like. We just like the
Well,
buying part where it's fun.
when I started reselling on eBay in 2019, and well, I guess let's see, in 2022, I think is when we started the YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Now I had 1,000 items on eBay. I have more or less, yeah, I get in there and mess around occasionally, but I'm mainly focusing on the YouTube. And I think a lot of that has to do with the one-on-one reaction.
Yeah, definitely. It's a personal thing, isn't it? I think sometimes
Yes.
personal touch rather than just buying off of a website. Bill says, my sister sent me an article that prior to the 1920s, people in the States used to send their children by mail as it was cheaper than rail, had to be under £50 and had a stamp attached. What's a stamping your kid? I think that's hilarious.
You mail them to grandma for the summer.
By the way, guys, if you're watching along and you do have any questions, then please do pop them in the chat. Mark.
Please do. You may not like the answer, but you'll get one.
You'll get an answer, so you can't ask more than that. Right, let's move on to, where is it? Here. Let's move on. So
let's get some thumbs up for Lynsey and Alvin. There's 31 watching and 16 thumbs up.
Don't forget to hit that thumbs up, guys. It does help. It's a little click of a button. It costs nothing. And it does help.
It's free.
Yep.
It's completely free.
What do you got, Alvin?
A little cooler pan thing.
Oh, okay.
Just put some ice in there and little, because it's a bit warm in the house.
Yeah, it's been a little bit sunny today, which is hilarious in the UK because we don't get it very often. So I thought we'd play some fun games, and I asked Lainey. Oh, that's nice and cool. I asked Lainey for some ideas of some games to play that we could involve you guys in what you know about us, and it's not just anything about the Brits. It's actually a fun game of British phrases, because we have some really weird words that, I mean, we cooked toad in the hole, and Glam said she's going to cook it at some point as well, which is actually sausages in a batter, and it rises up, and then you eat it with mashed potatoes and vegetables and a bit of gravy. But it's called toad in the hole, and everyone, like any American you say that to, is like, huh? Toad? What? And it's not even toad, it's just sausage in Yorkshire pudding.
Okay, now the Yorkshire pudding Lorna makes for Michael and I occasionally, and she does them in little muffins.
Wow, you get the little
muffin tin.
bitty ones, they're lovely. We do like a Yorkshire pudding. So I'm going. If Lorna is watching this back or is watching,
she's not. She's in a meeting, but
if you'd like to show her that the pronunciation of Lorna is Lorna, there you go.
Lorna. Yes.
Said in an accent from Portsmouth, right down south in the UK. So we've got a few phrases that people tend to use in the UK, which completely like. I mean, some of them are just really, 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 really weird. But we just thought we'd test to see if you know what they mean. And if anyone in the chat has got any, like funny phrases or words that we use, pop them in, and let's see if even Mark knows what it means or any of the Americans watching know what it means. So the first phrase that we would use in the UK is a few sandwiches short of a picnic. So a few sandwiches short of a picnic. Would you have any idea of what that phrase would mean?
I'm trying to come up with the American version of that. Not necessarily. Let's see. Not quite as smart as. Well, I know what I'm trying to think. I know what I'm thinking. It's just the words.
I think you're pretty much on the right lines, and it is indeed like you're a little bit dim or a
Dance.
little bit crazy. And
Not too bright.
yeah, not too bright. So we're a few sandwiches short of a picnic.
Yeah. Dim bulb. Nutty or dense. Thick. Yep.
Toad in the hole reminds me of my ex.
Oh yeah, Bear, they are. I found it in the bin, you know.
Yeah, another nice little bin
And the
fight.
funny thing is, we were watching this online, so we'll buy a few, and we found the exact one. You understand? It's working.
It's going to be very nice, especially when summer kicks in and it's absolutely boiling.
Mm-hmm.
So all of you are amazing. Dim. Yeah.
Mm.
Few cards short of a full deck. Indeed. The lights are on, but nobody's home. That's another one as well.
Yeah.
So we've got a word as the next one. So well done to everyone who got that one right. And the word is anorak. Let me see if I can just pop it in actually.
Anorak.
Let's write it. Spelled it properly. So this word.
I have no idea.
Let's see. Anyone in the chat? Yeah, it's putting out some nice cold air, that is. We'll get to the sayings in a minute. Yeah, anorak. Oh, look at that, look. Veronica got it bang on. It's the same in German. And Cheryl.
Tam and Bell, they're checking they're checking to see what me or any other American here, if we know what these words or phrases are.
Tam and Bella from Scotland, and there's bound to be phrases and things in Scotland that they say. I know, like in the UK, there's phrases from all around and certain words, and it is hilarious. Like some of the words are weird, really. Max has made his first drop. Now he's off to get Mia. Well done, Willow, Cheryl, Veronica. What is going on? I may have missed the rules. You. Waterproof jacket with a hood. Yeah, it's nice and cold. My leg's freezing, actually. Train spotter attire, Lainey says. Yeah, pretty much. That would be an amazing name, actually, for a condom brand, I think. Make sure you put your anorak. Say it backwards, Chris said. Hang on, you're getting me bang at it now. You're going to make me do it. Carano. Carano? There you go. I said it backwards. Carano. Right, let's see what we've got in the chat. Because I've seen a couple of people put some sayings in the chat. So the first one, Lisa says, put the wood in the hole. Now that is one that sounds like something very rude, in my opinion, but that's just me. And that's
Well, see that, and Lynsey, that's where I went.
it's kind of just where my mind goes. I'm just like, yeah, rude.
Yes, Sean, it is.
I'm
So-
spying the ruby glass fairy light on the back shelf. Fenton. Told you, he's so clever. Yep, see, Willow says it sounds naughty. Mm-hmm.
And Cheryl said, shit or get off the pot.
Oh, there you go. Look, Lisa has put the answer in, and it actually means shut the door.
Let him call in.
Sorry, Lisa. Like filthy minds, you know,
Yes.
just straight to the gutter. Right, I've seen Lainey put one in. If I can find it. There. Covered in clarks. I think I know what that one means. Covered in clarks. Anyone got any ideas of covered in clarks?
Mixing up with cereal chat, isn't it?
Huh?
Mixing up with cereal.
Well, I've got to because people are dropping stuff in and I've got to come back down for some answers. What the heck are claret? Claret would we class as blood here. Claret. Oh, it's claret everywhere. Or wine, red wine. But clarks.
I never heard of it.
Do you like to put the answer in, Lainey, to what that actually means?
Clarks mean mud.
Willow says mud covered, I think. There you go, look. Willow got that right. Well done, Willow. Tam and Pearl, some sort of STD. That would be nasty. And let's see, anywhere else? Yeah, you just putting that in there. You're trying to make me pronounce that term. Gorgeous Weast. Gorgeous Weast. There you go. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that. Gorgeous Weast. Weast. That is from Scotland. Loads of you putting in different ones. Cheryl's gone with hold your horses for that. I'll wait for Tam to put the answer in because I have absolutely no idea. I don't even know if I said it right. It's a good guess, Tam says. What is the answer, Tam? And did I pronounce it correctly?
It means to be quiet.
It means be quiet. I'm not even going to try and attempt to say it again.
Hold your tongue.
Hold your tongue. Chin wag, Chris says.
Just feeding the animals.
Just feeding the dog and the cat. Need to be fed, I suppose, don't you? Anyone know what the word chin wag means?
It seems like I've heard that phrase, but I'm
Good evening, Nick and Andrea. Lovely to see you here.
Hello, Nick and
I don't know
Andrea.
if we've even ever had you here. But it's lovely that you're here. Thank you very much for joining us.
that
Yeah,
sounds
I
good,
said
Cheryl.
I did well. I pronounced it well. I'm taking that. Soph said chatting in it. And Cheryl also said chit chat. So well done to Cheryl again. It is indeed a chit chat. So having a chin wag is basically having a chat, having a little bit of a talk. Lainey calling Nick Nicholas, and Nick wants to know if he's been a naughty boy. Quite possibly. Let's have a little look. Where did we get to? Tam and Bell have put in footsie. Footsie.
Is that going to be like slippers?
It's something to do with that region, but it's not slippers.
Socks?
No,
Okay.
it's a kind of a thing you do with your feet. That's a little bit of a clue.
Oh, where you with your special someone having
Yeah,
a romantic interlude
it definitely is. Rubbing feet together. Right, I'm not sure.
under
Where,
table copping a feel. Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. I'm not sure where it ever became something that was. I don't really understand it personally, but you know, each to their own. Veronica and Mark don't act so innocent.
But I am innocent, Veronica.
Oh, foosty, not footsie. Well, I do apologise. Like I told you, that's where the mind goes. But you, like, hang on, did you? I'm sure you wrote. No, you did. You wrote foosty. I'm an idiot. Absolute idiot.
She said it.
Nick says he's an angel, and he knows, and you know it, Lainey. And he says unless rum's involved. That's normally what happens to me when the vodka comes out.
Yeah, thanks God we haven't got any vodka for now.
Now, so foosty, or some people pronounce it fausty, I believe.
Fausty.
But if anyone knows what that means, then take a wild guess because it's hilarious. Gold star for Willow, indeed. Actions that will ensure you get the chit slapped out of under table groping. What type of filth am I watching? You love it, you do. Good evening, Phil.
Hello, Phil.
Hi all, sorry a bit late. I've been diving twice in the past week, but wasn't able to video it. We've got 6 months supply of crisps, 22-litre bottles, soft drinks, and loads of other stuff. Yeah,
Well done.
Fantastic.
Yep.
Now, crisp are like crackers, right?
Crisps are what you guys would call potato chips,
Okay.
which is another thing that completely puzzles the pair of us because we're like, they're crisps. And you guys are like, no, they're chips. Chips to us would be a fried potatoes. So basically like a French fry, but we get them in French fries or we get them in like bigger version potato slices that are fried. Because we're a bit weird like that.
No.
We can't have one type of chip. We have to have loads of different types of chip.
A whole range of choices.
Cheryl went with thirsty. All of our minds went there. Right? So I don't know what fousty is. Stucky. Southerners would say Fausty. Well, I would say Fousty only because I was raised by Northerners. So, but I know it is pronounced as Fausty as well. Sean said if some said to me Fousty, I would suggest they get a cream before it drops. Yeah. So Tam says it means something that is looking gross or off, aka that bread looks Fousty. Cast to cast. That was a good guess. French fries, home fries. Exactly, Sylvia. Good evening. Lovely to see you. Tatty water. Let me make sure I'm reading it right. Tatty water. Willow got it right again. Willow's on fire.
She's pretty smart.
So tatty water. Anyone got any idea of what tatty water might be? 'Cause I think I know what that is actually. Nick says we scored some amazing stuff here in the village that was thrown out. Sold one item already for £45. It's insane what people chuck.
Well done.
Wow,
Yep.
amazing.
Definitely.
It is insane what people throw in the bin.
Yeah.
So much stuff.
I just found a
golf buggy thing.
golf buggy thing, like it follows you around. It got battery thing.
And it
somebody
works.
chucked it and it's working. It just haven't got the charger. But
Source a charger or sell it without charger.
Yep.
They're
On
selling for
eBay,
about £500.
Yeah.
That's in the house now.
Yeah. And it just give it a nice clean up, clean the wheels.
You know, we have space for it.
Yeah.
You can't leave that behind.
Nah. Come on, when I saw it, my heart went, check it, check the phone, take off, get the Google Lens, see what it is. As soon as I take it, I'm like, oh, okay, you come with me.
Potato water, I believe that's exactly what it is.
Tatty water. Nope.
Is it not? That's what I thought it was. That's exactly what I was going for, actually.
Three
Oh,
is the
yeah.
magic number. Oh, yeah.
Three's always the best price.
Definitely.
Always.
And again, we're saving it from going to the landfill.
Going to landfill. The charity shop decides that they're going to throw so much stuff. So we.
Hey, Bonnie.
Good evening, Bonnie.
Hello,
Welcome.
Bonnie.
New subscriber. Thank
Oh,
you so
thank you.
much. Thank you very much. Well, welcome to the madness. And thank you for joining us.
I heard someone was talking about my haircut.
Yeah, that would have been Lisa.
So that's the haircut.
Yeah, that's his hairy part.
And that's the pink
And that's
cut.
his pink spotty one. We pull these out for all sorts of reasons, including if people get sales or they've got something to celebrate.
Cheer somebody up.
We'll cheer someone up because a lot of people like to see you up, don't they? They like you to give it a little squeeze.
So has Michael got any more of the words? Or British words?
Mark,
Sorry. I was
No. It's okay, Alvin. I've been called Michael. Just don't call me late for dinner. Male juice. I'll pick foreigners.
So Mark's going with you, Fauna, as in man juice. Is that what it is?
Tatty water.
Yeah. We also had one up there with Sylvia, and that's exactly what it is. That is disgusting.
Woo.
And we're a very innocent channel to be putting things like that.
And the cock.
Yeah. Something like, honestly, you lot. Willow watches far too much British TV and reads far too many British historical books. Still very clever because you've guessed quite a few of them. Amy says, I believe it is rude.
Flogsome Togs. Where they're picking on the American here.
Is Kev picking on the American?
Hello, Carl. Hello, Flux. How you doing? Hope you're feeling
evening,
better.
Kev.
Today's last. Oh, hope you're feeling better.
Oh, no worries.
No worries.
No
Thank you
worries,
for
Nick and
popping up
Andy.
at my show.
Lovely to see you both here.
Yeah,
Welcome. Please do come
Nice
back.
to meet you.
Again.
definitely.
We hope we've entertained you for a little while. I'm so sorry I said that out loud. It's mainly your everything goes there. You should know that. Just woke up and feeling crap the last 2 days.
Oh.
Not good.
Drink some ginger.
Good evening, Debs.
Hello,
Lovely to
Debs.
see you. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. We are having lots of fun with lots of weird and wonderful words and phrases that us British weirdos use to try and confuse people. But actually, a lot of people have been getting like quite close, if not dead on the answer. They say, yes, do I win a prize? Unfortunately not, but you know. Lisa, 2 pops, I'm in heaven. We still might be to come. A very old term for man juice.
Tattoo.
Well, it's gross. Yes, Willow, don't put it in your gravy. No, don't do that. I mean, unless someone wants you to.
This
This channel ain't
innocent.
innocent, we've
Oh,
all got
God.
dirty minds. I don't know what you're talking about, Phil.
I got my halo. Can you not see it over my head?
Okay, I even forgot what the word was.
Tatty water. That was the last one we were on, which is
Tatty water. Okay.
it's quite disgusting. Don't put tatty water in your gravy ever. That's the advice.
It's gonna be a little bit sticky.
So anyway, as we're talking about halos, I've been shining mine around my kneecaps earlier. Right, so my halo slipped.
Cheryl Stevens, boot is trunk of a car.
It is. Hence why they call them car boot sales here.
To all the news subs, it does not get better than this. Once the podcast class goes, it's rough than a badger or ass.
It's rougher than a
mountain.
badger's
You
ass.
should check out the cooking show, the Soul Cake Disaster.
You leave my salty biscuit out of it. Clams might have only told me a certain amount of salt, and I may or may not have put in a shit ton. Just saying. They are still surviving, by the way, on the kitchen side. So
Yeah. I wonder how Sophie's one is doing.
yeah, if she's still in the chat, you'll have to tell us how your biscuit's doing. So Radji, Laney says, what is Radji? Or a Radji? Or the Radji? I have no idea.
Gee, it sounds like.
Is it something rude? No night, Tam and Bell.
No night,
Thanks
Tam
for
and Bell.
joining in with your dirty words.
Yeah.
I'm never going to see potato water the same way ever again.
Lady
Lisa's-
parts.
Lisa's gone for lady parts. Not. It's not rude. Not rude. So it's not going to be a rude one this time. If that's what you were hoping for, I apologize. It's a nice word this time. Radji. See, I'm actually like some of these. I'm sat thinking I have no idea either. This is how much the UK is different in the amount of like cities that we have.
Yeah, true.
Everyone's accent is different. Everyone's got different words and different sayings. And I've not heard Raji.
I heard of raccoon.
Oh, Sylvia says it's not surprising. She's got salt dough stuff the kids made 20 plus years ago. So it should hold out quite well then. Bless Glamours, she was so chuffed with how I'd made it. And then I went to try it, the biscuits and gravy. And the gravy was nice and spicy and peppery. So the first mouthful, I just got the spice. And then the
Yeah.
second mouthful, I was
Your
just
whole
like,
face
holy
said it.
shit, that's so salty.
Your first one from Soto,
How much salt was it I put in?
55 grams.
Yeah, it was supposed to be 5.5 grams. And I'd
And
read the ingredients rather than put the dot in the middle. And I was in a rush to get it all prepared before we went live. I put 55 grams of salt in the mix.
I don't know if he was cooking for a whole army, but he was just cooking for just.
Well, you tried the biscuit. You don't eat meat. Alvin's a pescatarian, so he just eats fish. I tried it, and he said his exact words were, "It's like eating the sea."
Yeah.
So quite salty, quite.
So have you gone back and made it again with 5.5?
She
I did. I
she
did it the same night after we'd finished the live. I still
She
had
went back.
half the dough, or half the ingredients were there, so I just went back and made a proper batch, properly, and I sent a Glam a picture when I finished, and she said,
And I tasted it and it was love.
and he ate all of them. Actually,
Now you told me to.
you ate all of them.
It was not salty, so what's this? It was tasty.
Oh, that's a new one actually.
Wow.
I don't know what that is, but Mommy Lynn said, "Thank goodness you didn't use tatty water, Lindsay." Yeah.
Hello, chop chop, busy, work. Bang, bang.
Good evening, Chop Chop. Raji is a Budgerigars fanny.
Mm,
And another one is fanny, actually, because you guys will call
Funny pack.
like a fanny pack. Well, fanny here,
Yes.
it is a woman's name, actually. So, like, we're taking that away. But it's also like a woman's lady parts is a fanny here. And
Any color
It's-
funny you come to.
in America, fanny's like backside. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why it's like a
Yeah.
fanny.
Yeah, Fanny's the butt.
Yeah, fanny's very different. Very different. It's the other end. Just to put it politely. Yeah, I'm not using any tatty water. So if we got the did we get the answer to what Raji is?
So obviously Raji means drunk, doesn't it?
Does it mean drunk?
Front bottom.
Willow says Raji or grumpy aggressive person. It is describing someone. Oh, no, Mike and Francis.
Mike and Francis.
Mwah, mwah, love
Thanks
you
for being
both.
up.
Have a lovely Sunday.
Definitely.
Bye, Phil. Take
See you later,
care.
Phil.
Mwah. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.
Mhm.
So Lainey says a Raji is a person who's usually extremely angry and doing something mental. So there we go. We have the answer to Raji.
So it's not girly bits or front bottom.
No, it's none of that. None of it. It's hilarious. Right, is there anything else you'd like to show? Right, you pulling your cock out again. You're all sat there with that in your hand. I hate that noise. We did try to boil it, it didn't work.
No, I can't boil my cock.
It's so noisy. Did I miss anyone coming in and saying hi to, just to check that I haven't missed anyone?
We did. Hello.
If we did miss you or we've missed a message, pop it back in and I'll hopefully collect it. Because I've been going up and down trying to get the.
So what other families we've got?
These are the games we're playing.
Okay, I probably do just a little bit of hangman.
Should we do a little bit of hangman? Right, let me get it up and let's have a little bit of
Hang. Don't hang him. Hang.
Don't hang him.
Don't hang him.
We always end up hanging him at some
I
point.
know.
No, I need to get the right one. No, not that one.
This one's wrong.
Is it this one? No.
No.
I always click on, because they're all in purple, because I've clicked on all of them pretty much.
Yeah, no.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. And this one.
So
We play a game every week called Hangman, and it is hilarious because we never know what this word is, gives you no clues. So I think you guys probably play Hangman exactly how we play Hangman. So you guess letters, you pop letters into the chat, and we'll pop them on the board, and if they're there, then it goes into the word. If you can guess the whole word, then go for it. And there is no clues, just to warn you.
hey Glams, how are you?
Glamours! Probably the cutest panel ever. Mwah. I can quite happily send you the link, Glams, if you would like. Glams is just back from the airport. Her baby had a wonderful time in Cancun. Oh, how nice.
Oh, that's right.
Love.
That was supposed to be knackered driving.
Yeah, Sean's even saying he's starting to think these words are made up by the wild people north of London and other lycra leopard wearing subspecies. Possibly, Sean. Quite possibly. The lizard people, maybe. Yeah, could be them as well. So let's have a little game of Hangman. So pop your letters and your guesses in the chat. We'll pop them in. And let's see if we can't hang him, because to be fair, we kill him quite a lot. And I think he's getting a bit sick of it. So I'm going to share my screen. Hangman. There we go. So pop your letters in, guys. Let's see if we can not hang Hangman. And I'll go to Mark first if you want to guess a letter, Mark.
M.
N for November.
M is in Mark.
Oh, I'm such an idiot. M is in Mark. There we
Marie
go.
said A.
2 letters in so far.
Pocky said E.
And another one there. Doing well so far.
Shauna said hangman. I just remembered I have a wall to watch to see if it changed
Oh,
color.
shut up, you miserable. You love it, really.
Pocky said E.
We've got E.
Mommy Lynn said B.
No B.
Maxio said A.
We've got A.
Lisa said T. Clara said S.
Ooh, no S.
Maxio said U.
There is a U.
And X.
X.
Nope. And Kev said D.
D. No D. If anyone can guess the whole word, by the way, you can pop it in the chat.
Mommy said G.
No G. Oh my goodness. Let's get a hint.
He said O.
I've just got a hint just because he's not long left for this one. Veronica's gone with O.
Yeah.
Oh, it was
no.
fry, whatever the word that was. It comes up so quickly you don't get a chance. So starting off from the O.
This one.
No. Sorry, Lisa, it wasn't that one. Starting off from the O.
We got Lisa. Well, Sophie said Y and X.
Sophie said Y and X.
Yeah.
No, and then she said question mark.
Lisa L.
No L.
Rama said R.
Mark. I'm going to go to Mark for a letter.
S.
S and sugar.
There's no S in this one.
Kev said H.
There's no H.
And A said 6 consonants.
Go for it. Wow. I'm going to stop there, I think. A-E-I.
Chop Chop busy walking by itself. Oh no. So we said A.
Got A.
Mama Lenny said C.
No C.
Lisa said D.
We've got an N in there, look. We've got the hint there.
Veronica said N too. She said B. A said G. Lenny said pirate.
No, it's got an N in it.
Poker said T.
Firing.
You
Killed him twice.
I think that's enough.
So, 2 rounds of Hangman, and we killed him twice. It was nearly Glams, to be fair. It was. And yeah, what the hell word? Exactly. It was a hard word, to be fair.
Yeah.
It was. Did we miss any chat before the net?
I don't know. On I read it. Sorry, said. Yeah.
He's going to be here in about 15, 20 minutes, Clams.
The quiet one's on his way. Only 2. Yeah, we don't want to kill him again. Poor Hangman.
Ventriloquism.
Let's have a ventriloquism competition. I
Oh, thank you, honey.
don't know that I've got a puppet. Say,
we have a
oh no, Lisa wants us to say bottle of beer without moving our lips. I can't. It's impossible. Bottle of beer. Bottle of beer.
Guinness.
No, this is about moving your
Oh,
lips.
without moving
So
your lips.
technically, you can have your mouth open or not. Just not move your lips. Mark, can you say bottle of beer without moving your lips?
Guinness.
Oh, ha ha. Oh, we can see that. You've just had us sat there.
Yes.
You know.
Oh, say a bottle of beer. I
See,
love that.
that's how
I
fucking
love that.
gullible we are. Look, we'll do anything for a laugh. We've just sat there doing it for like the past minute.
Guinness.
Guinness.
Not Stella. Not Estella.
Not Stella, Guinness. But you know, if you do have any more like ridiculous things that you'd like us to do let us know. Not too ridiculous.
Poppy says, drink a can of beer without moving your lips.
Drink a can of beer without moving your lips.
There you go. You move your lips.
Oh, whatever. I'm drinking beer. Whether or not my lips moved, I can neither confirm nor deny. Ruru says eBay dead or alive at the moment. Dead for us.
Yeah. Vinted is more.
You're all right, Lisa. It's funny. Yeah, Vinted's more for us at the minute with our couple of hand stuff. Repeat the following without sounding the R's. Richard, Robert. I can't say the third one.
Richard, Robert,
Rabbits. Right, so Richard, Robert.
Without sounding R's and S's. Ickard and Albert, Ape.
Ickard, Albert, Abbott. No, Chop Chop.
Probably not a good idea, Chop Chop.
I'd like to keep our YouTube channel that like we rather enjoy, and I think that's probably a way to get banned.
Yeah.
Although hilarious, but you know, maybe
Maybe judo class.
a judo class, origami competition, a judo class, or charades. Who said Dick and Bob fuck bunnies? Oh, Dick and Bob fuck bunnies. So Richard, Robert, that word that you can't say on YouTube, and rabbits. So there you go. You another one getting us bang at it. Then. Willow says, just open most recent package, arrived safe, beautiful and correct. Thank you.
You're welcome, Willow.
See? Oh.
Say Edward Woodward without the R's.
And one.
No, because you're still saying the R.
Wa. W-A. Wa. Wa. Wa.
Edward. Wood. What?
Edward. Woodward.
You're just trying to make us sound Jamaican or something. Like
Edward. Where's the Woodward?
Woodward.
With some bacon.
I don't know if we completed that task, to be fair, but it was funny anyway.
So instead of word, you said wad. So Edward Woodward.
Million said Ewa Woodward.
Ewa Woodward.
Ewa Woodward. Honestly, you guys.
See, I thought that was actually another one of those
Oh,
different
like
jokes.
words. Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
A Dick and Bob joke.
Lisa's got a joke for us. Go.
Go on. Do it. Do it. Put it up.
What is the joke? Nice and cool with your little fan.
Yeah, I love that fan. Very nice.
It's very cool. What do you get if you cross Peter Pan with travel sickness pills? A boy who never throws up. Very good.
Yeah, that's funny.
If anyone else does have any jokes they would like to put in the chat, we will go as far as rude. No racist jokes, no hateful jokes, but rude and funny we will do. Willow says, me too, Mark, like saying Mike Hunt kind of kiddie joke. Oh, we love them sort of things. Mike Hunt and what's the other one? They do a lot of them on The Simpsons, don't they? When Bart phones up
Oh, yeah.
the bar. Lisa says, really bad joke. Why do women have legs?
That is a bad joke.
I feel like I've heard this before. Although, there you go. Have you seen the trail that snails make? We can go fairly far with rude chop chop. Fairly far. See more butts. Yes, see more butts.
What do you-
Glams, oh snap, don't do it. Glam says she's going to listen, but not in the chat, just for a sec. She needs to order some fried rice.
Eat. You need to eat. Go and eat, Clams.
Yummy.
What do you call a Russian with 3 testicles?
I know this one.
What's it?
I know this one. I'll give people a couple of seconds. What do you call a Russian with 3 testicles? I believe the answer is Who'd you nick a bollock off? I think. Am I correct, Mummy Lin Lin? Who'd you nick a bollock off? Do it. Lisa says, why do old ladies at the seaside always sit with their legs open? To keep the flies off the ice cream.
Something's fishy about it.
Oh, God. I mean, it gets worse. Sick, not sick. Chop Chop says, why do hippos make love in the water?
I don't know.
And the answer is you try and keep a 1 foot. You try and keep a 1 foot fanny wet.
Oh god.
That's hilarious. Mummy Linda said, yes, it was. It saved her from having to type it. I am a wiener is one Lisa remembers from The Simpsons. Yes.
Yeah. Or something might pee my bum. Something in his bum, isn't it?
Yeah, there's always like weird ones.
Let's see on this. One of his friends said you have to go to the doctors then.
Well, it says, who cares? Rooster to a hen in one shot still stands. Lisa, I'm so sorry. Don't be sorry. It's hilarious. Do pop your filthy jokes in the chat. But it doesn't have to be filthy. It can just be funny. But, you know, the filthy ones are always the funniest ones.
Yeah, true.
We have a fair few comedians in the chat. So, Mark, are you a full-time reseller?
Yes.
It's hard work, though, I believe. Like,
Yeah,
being a full-time reseller is hard bloody work.
I had to take disability 13 years ago. And Michael and I have been together 6 years now. And that's when we started the eBay, or yeah, in 2019 we started the eBay.
Mhm.
So I worked on that for a couple of years because I don't know if you know it or not, but Michael's a shopper consistently.
I'd have never have guessed.
So we had the eBay thing going, and then was doing fairly well on it. Michael spends all the money. Well, here lately, I haven't been doing too bad either. I bought probably 500 pieces of Homer Laughlin. Oh, come on now. It's pottery. It's like Fiesta.
Yeah. Not the brightly coloured.
Harlequin. Harlequin. Which is the same thing as Fiesta, it just doesn't have the Fiesta name on it. And I got a good deal on it. I mean, less than $1 a piece.
That is a good deal.
So I bought them right at 500 pieces.
No, Michael, a shopper, clutches pearls.
So yes, I'm a full-time reseller. I spend my days, for one, trying to straighten up the mess that we've got growing in the dining room and the living room and every other room. But all right, Veronica.
No, Veronica, have a good nap. Take care.
Along with doing sales on other shows, my main focus is to get Sunday sale ready, because I do have to have some kind of list that drives Michael up the wall. He doesn't like to do lists. He will do them, and he's very proud of himself when he does do a list. Yeah, not one of his favorite things.
I think it's just it gets boring, doesn't it? I think when you're working on your own as well, that's what we get from a lot of resellers here, especially the ones that do it on their own full time. It's like a lonely kind of job as well, because you're alone a lot, listing and photographing and doing all the boring bits.
I can spend days in the house by myself, but there does come a time when I've got to get in the car and go somewhere, and I will go to the thrift store, or of course I'm going to a post office at least 2 or 3 times a week with the Sunday sales. So I do get out of the house, but for the most part, I don't want to be around people. That sounds terrible, but people have gotten so damn rude.
I think the majority of the chat in the UK would probably agree with you, especially since the whole COVID thing. People are even more ignorant than they were before, if that's a possibility. Like, they're so rude. Like, people can't use manners. They can't even say, "Oh, excuse me." They'll just barge past, and it's really bad.
Yeah, and since COVID, definitely.
Yeah, people have gotten worse. Like, I'm sure people, you would have expected people to kind of come together, let's all be community, and it's worse. Ugly. That's why we like animals, because they never let you down, do they? Like, the animals, they love you, they're loyal. There's no rudeness. There's none of that. That's why we have our crazy.
That's right, clams.
Where are we in the chat? Clams. It's like when Clam does the dishes. He's so proud.
So do you guys have full-time jobs, or are you full-time resellers also?
Not at the moment. We're hoping to get into reselling in a bigger way than we are. We just do it a little bit at the moment because I get what we call benefits over here because I'm on. I have mental health issues, so we're just trying to like sell little bits so we can get by really and pay bills and stuff, because you don't get a lot of money. So we just try and get by that way. And coming on here has really helped us mental health wise.
Yeah.
A lot. I mean, and people, we've made like really, really amazing friends from doing this. So it's been a lifesaver really for us at YouTube. Because we get to have fun. We don't go anywhere. We don't do anything. We're in the house a lot. So this is like kind of our night out, because we don't go out spending money on things that are not necessities. That's not a bill that we have to pay. We can't afford to. So this is like our night out a week. So we come on, we drink dumpster booze, or you don't at the moment, but that's kind of the whole thing. We have a good chat. We play some games. Now we've introduced some live dumpster diving and some cooking, just for a bit of a laugh and just to entertain people, cheer people up. And if people are feeling how we used to feel, and they come in our chat, and if we can make them smile and feel better for a few hours, then that's made our night.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So that's kind of our outlook on the whole YouTube thing.
Yeah.
It's really helped. So we're hoping to start getting into reselling a lot more, and that's why we're trying to gather information of what's what and what do we look for and what do we want to sell, and it's working it all out because it's not easy. I think a lot of people have struggled with going full time and making that their full time living. So we're hoping that at some point that's going to become the case for us.
Okay. And you never, sorry, I know what I'm thinking. It's, I'm having a hard time spitting it out. If there's some, well, you guys are doing the dumpster diving thing,
Yeah.
which is apparently working out real well for you. I've seen some of the stuff that you have picked up, and it's amazing. And with Michael and I, okay, so we do a lot of estate sales. There's the thrift store that we go to religiously. We get some really good deals in there. But and auctions occasionally. And you know, Michael has a lot of knowledge in his head, and I'm getting a lot more knowledge in my head. But for the most part, if I feel something when I look at something, the weirder it is, the better off you're going to make some money on it.
Yeah, true.
And hopefully you're getting it for as cheap as possible.
I think definitely weird and ugly seem to sell, don't they? It's like you can pick up something really pretty and no one wants it, but pick up the ugliest thing you've ever seen and everyone wants it. And you just think, why? That's mad. Like, we've got a little thing here. Let me try and grab it. And it was something we found Alvin found in the bin. And when he brought it home, when I show you, a lot of you might have an idea of what you think this is, because I straight away went in the gutter, but it's not what you think. So it's this.
Oh, I saw that the other night.
Yeah. It's a York ghost figure. I can't think of the full name. We do have a short if you want to check it out. And so I said to him, that looks like a butt plug, quite frankly.
You too. And I was like,
what the hell have you brought this home for? Anyway, just for a laugh, we Google lensed it just to see what it was and check that we didn't need to put it back in the bin. And it turns out that they actually sell for really good money, and it was in the bin. So it's crazy, just something stupid and ugly like that. And it's got such good value. And tiny, yeah. It's not going to take much to package a little object like that.
I know. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But yeah, so it's little things like that that we tend to keep and try and make a little bit to help us out. And everything else we donate to charities and try and help others out if we can, because everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's struggling and everyone needs help with something.
Absolutely.
It's kind of our attitude. If we can save it from landfill, it's kind of our bit that we've done to help the planet.
Yep.
And then if we pass it on and someone else makes use of it, or it gets sold in a charity shop and they make money for their charity,
or we keep some for ourselves.
Or we've kept some for ourselves, it's helping ourselves and helping others as well at the same time. So we're kind of just trying to put our good into the world, our little bit of good that we can put in.
Trying to help our community.
Because if you put good into the world, apparently it comes back to you eventually. So
yeah,
slowly.
We do try. I see loads of you are putting jokes in the chat. Why does Santa have no kids?
No, you miss Mommy Lennon on
I'll go back to it. Because he only comes once a year, and that's down a chimney.
that.
I'm sure Jeff would have something to say about that. What goes up a chimney down, but can't come down a chimney up? I have no idea. Oh, I see it.
Umbrella.
An umbrella.
Yes.
See, that wasn't a dirty joke. See, it's a nice, clean one. We don't have all the dirty jokes in the show. Chris says, why did the golfer wear 2 pairs of pants? In case he got a hole in one. Boom, boom. What do you call a Russian prostitute? Get on your back, you bit. Porky says, what do bees use to fix their hair? Honeycombs. Very good. Let me get to the bottom. There you go. Porky's got another one. Do you know the difference between a drug dealer and a hooker? It's simple. A hooker can wash her crack and resell it. A drug dealer can't. That's very true as well, Porkies, to be fair.
Oh dear.
This is about how no time people rather have cats any day.
Yeah, animals will never let you down.
Okay.
That's
Shh.
the thing.
He's coming in the back door.
That's what she said.
Oh no, that sounded all wrong, didn't it?
Not on this channel, that doesn't sound wrong. This is normally about the point where it gets to anyway. I say things that I believe are completely innocent, but it comes out, and as soon as I've said it, I just think, yes, I know what's coming in the chat. We're saying the night to Paula Marie. No, night,
Oh,
Paula
no,
Marie.
Paula Marie.
Thank you for joining
Thank
us.
you, yeah.
Have a
Okay.
great day
Good to-
tomorrow.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
That's the best case. The worst is the one that knock over the elderly to move up in line or just flat out mug you to get what isn't theirs. Yeah, it's really bad. Really bad. Mommy Linda said, I don't know if I told you one of my New Year's resolutions was to smile and say hello to people anywhere. Aww. That's very nice.
You have to do it.
Right, so this is a weekly occurrence when our friend Donna comes in. Alvin's got a little piece of paper up there to remind him to do it.
It's always here.
Always there, just a little scrap of paper. But
Here she is. Here she is. Donna's here.
there you go. Good evening.
Hello, Don. How you doing? And how's my brother from another mother doing?
Glam said, my problem is that I spent 32 years in the hospitality business and it's just brainwashed into me being friendly to strangers. Yeah.
I used to be in the hospitality business, the tourism industry. Yes, I know what you're talking about, the glams.
Hey!
Hey,
You're just in time
for what?
for me to go pee.
Oh, see, I told you he's got the bladder of a baby
I'll be
rabbit.
back.
You even just got a squeeze of his cock.
Yep.
Well, so how y'all been?
How are you?
Well, I've been working.
Was it a good day at work
Yeah.
There is no good day at work.
though? Oh, that sucks.
Oh, but I was very fortunate.
Ooh.
Yes, I was. I happened to be in California yesterday. That's a lie. But I went to a garage sale. Do you have garage sales there?
We do sometimes, but it's mainly we call them car boot sales, where people just take their
Well-
car on a massive field and sell stuff.
Well, I happened onto a really good one. Hold on. I'll be back in just a second.
Okay.
And I got the best thing ever.
Or
Oh, I did. Went to this garage sale and I had no idea. It was Meghan Markle's. And I said, honey, don't you need that hat? And she says, well, you know, I really don't have any place to wear it anymore.
It's true. We don't want her back either. Like, everyone's welcome to her and Harry at this point.
So I decided, you know.
Oh, I think you wear it better, quite
Definitely.
personally.
Well, I had to fight Fergie for it, though.
So, yeah. To be fair, though, you 100% wear it better. It looks much better on you than it would her.
Yep.
Oh, Lord. So you guys been all right? Mark hasn't bored you too much?
No, not at all. It's been an absolute pleasure. We've been hearing that
it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much for you guys, does it?
we've been hearing that like you're the quiet one, you're the reserved one.
I am.
That spends all the money and goes shopping. Like you're the most
You know-
well-behaved one out of the two of you. So we've heard.
And I'm sure Mark has said all kinds of nasty things about me. But you know what? I would probably get my knickers in a bunch if I were wearing any. But oh Lord. And I just want you guys to know, I think you guys are an absolute hoot.
Oh, we absolutely adore you two. Like I watch you guys, and when you like say Lynsey Alvin, I'm like, oh.
She does.
And he's like, you're like a fucking fangirl. And I was like, yeah, I am. And I was showing Mark, and I'm going to show it off again. Not that like I've showed.
Oh, wait, you got a swag bag.
I have.
There he is.
She needed to know who Cowboy Bob was, so I explained it to her.
There you go.
I now know who's Cowboy Bob.
Our mascot. Oh, good.
We've been using it.
Let's see if Alvin measures up.
Come on, then.
It
Let's
does,
go.
it does come in centimeters on one
Let's go.
side.
Let's pull. Let's pull. Tell me when to stop.
Don't be fucking taking the piss.
Yeah. Like Willy Wonka, it's a world of imagination.
I know they say once you go black, you don't go back, but like, don't try and milk it. Come on.
And there's Alvin's pink cock.
I know that's his spotty one. He's got the hairy
I got the
one
hairy one here.
or the floppy
The hairy
mushroom.
cock or the cock.
Oh my.
It's the end of this that always really does it for me. I don't know if I can get it closer. But it's
Looks like the onions have gone bad.
100%. It's definitely
Oh Lord.
what's the word? Flaccid? I think flaccid.
Normal.
Yeah. Pretty much. But yeah, we get these out all the time.
This is why you tell your children not to take drugs.
Yeah, don't do that. It's bad.
Yeah, it is.
You know, if you want to, though, you know.
So you guys have been having a good time without me?
We have
It's
been
getting
having
better
fun,
now.
but we were waiting.
Well, it's all downhill from here now. I showed him my Meghan Markle hat. It's a
Okay.
fascinator, you know.
Yes.
And
Well,
I love things British. I have
couple
a
of things, that's right.
I love. There's a lot of English art glass that I do love. I love old Royal Doulton. I love old Wedgwood. I
Yeah,
like the old stuff, and I like Beswick
yeah.
pottery. There's a lot. And if I was rich, I'd have Clarice Clef, but I don't.
I love Clarice Cliff stuff. It's
Oh my God, some of it's just really neat. I think what it is that when she was creating it, it was so far ahead of her time, and that it took a while for people to catch up with that.
yeah. It's so beautiful though that all
It
the colours
is.
used,
Yeah, I know.
and we failed to find a lot of it. I think I found one piece of Clarice Cliff in a charity shop once,
Yeah, a long time ago.
but it wasn't a very
Like
expensive one.
Yeah.
I love Moorcroft.
Moorcroft is nice. Now that's got some.
See,
very
I've been collecting for years, and some of the best pottery is made in England.
Johnny's in the house.
Oh
Do we-
Lord!
Cajun brew.
Oh, Dana! You know
Good
what?
Johnny.
Hello.
Thank you for
Dana
joining.
and Boo are by far the most beautiful women in Missouri.
100%. I completely agree.
But we're
Yeah.
known for the Missouri Mule, so you
The
know.
only Moorcroft Donna knows is the deck company. There's them as well, but Moorcroft Pottery has got quite a nice value. It's much better than the deck.
We love Boo and we love Glams. Period.
Same.
I'd give them anything they wanted.
Absolutely adore Glams.
Yep.
Absolutely, from the bottom of our heart, adore her.
100%.
And then we met Boo, and Boo is just fucking hilarious. Like,
Oh yeah.
the movie reviews have me with tears streaming down my face with the laughing and the Josh wine and the booze and
It's like you don't drink or eat because you'll choke, because you'll laugh
yeah,
and choke yourself.
just love the pair of them.
Oh, I'll tell
Honestly.
you what, Glams will say some stuff that'll just knock you off your chair. And you know the thing about it is she doesn't mean to, because you know she just doesn't know what she's saying.
She's just naturally funny.
Glam said, "Why couldn't the witch have babies?
Why
Because her
couldn't-
husband had a Halloween."
Halloween. Yeah, that's
Wh- Why are dad jokes coming out of Glams?
Mark's doing good. There you go, Dick. Woo said, anyone up for car boots in the morning? Sod that was elbows out at Jumble today.
Oh, jumbles! You have jumble sales.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
have jumble sales and car boot sales here mainly.
Oh, listen, I watched the Antiques Roadshow
He worked for the Antiques Roadshow.
here in the United States. I did research work for them for several
Oh,
years.
wow.
Nice.
I'm no Fiona Bruce, but you know, it is what it is.
That's amazing. You guys have such a fantastic conversation with Sean, who comes in our chat, Sean A,
Definitely.
because he has knowledge like there's no tomorrow.
Well, you know what I find fascinating, the difference between the United States and Britain is that people are really pushing for an antique to be 100 years old, which is what we consider an antique. And these people bring in crap. It's like, oh, it's been in our family since 1512. And I'm thinking, we're not getting a lot of that in the United States. But the United States is trying to buy as much of it as possible from you all.
I don't blame you. Go for it. That's
Just-
what I
Well,
was saying earlier. We don't like our stuff. Like, you guys in America, you're so proud of your stuff, and like we're like, yeah, fucking have our shit. We don't want it. Like, have it. You can keep it.
Well,
Yeah.
listen, when I was a kid, my mother had a friend, and he would buy container loads of furniture from England and Scotland and Wales and ship it to the United States, and because he was buying it for nothing, because it didn't mean anything to you folks. The people there did not care for it, so it got to the United States. He made a fortune off of it until nobody wants brown furniture anymore.
Yeah.
Which is it's a shame, because it kind of chaps my hide when people will go out and buy something from IKEA and 6 months later it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
And here you've got a piece of furniture that's been around for 100 years, 200 years, and it's still serviceable.
And that's what I think someone said that in the chat earlier today. Like, things used to be made to last, they were made with quality, whereas now everything's made of plastic and cheap shit
Yep.
that just breaks.
Mhm.
And it leads into what we do with the dumpster diving, because we find so much vintage stuff that's still in good nick.
Yeah.
And you'll
Because
find that's
people
modern.
don't understand. They don't understand what it is.
Yeah, sure.
And we've got a generation here that is not does not appreciate a lot of things that I appreciate, because when I was a kid, well, you got to figure I'm 67. Back when my mother was a dealer, I grew up with it. So 67 years ago, we were going back 100 years from that in order to be an antique. And trends change. Um, Things that my mother would covet, uh, RS pressure china, brilliant cut glass, art glass, fell out of favor. But the trends are changing again. And the things that I've been holding on to are beginning to be more popular now. And I've got a little storehouse of a lot of that. And I'm just waiting for it to come back, because it will.
Oh, it 100% will. I mean, vintage is coming in so much now. Vintage is so much more popular now than I think it ever has been.
Because people buy more vinyl now instead of
Yeah, vinyls come back. People are wanting vinyl
Yeah.
back now. They don't want like fucking CDs or like downloads. They want proper stuff.
Sure. Well, our National Public Radio had a story the other day that cassettes were coming back. And you couldn't give away a cassette for anything, and now they're beginning to come back, just like records have.
Yeah, and the same with now with like VHS. A lot of people want VHSs back
Yeah.
now, and then DVDs are going out now. So we find DVDs so much, and we can't do anything with them, so we don't take them anymore.
I wish
Well-
they'd bring back 8-track.
My nana had an eight-track player, and I used to sit and listen to The Sound of Music on there because I was like 6, and I thought that was the best thing ever.
Willow, I agree with you that antiques folks, what the antiques that folks dislike now will still be around when they're gone.
100%.
And the thing
Around this-
about it is that you have got to be cognizant that the things to collect and the things to hold on to and the things to preserve are things that are well made.
Yeah.
20 years ago, nobody would buy anything from Japan. Nobody wanted anything from Japan. China came into the picture and they make everything.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Oh yeah.
And now people are going back and saying, well, this is from Japan. And they're happy to have something from Japan.
Yeah.
And
That's, I
I-
think,
I-
one thing we do have in common, even across the water. When something says made in China, no one wants it.
not really. Sometimes you're stuck if there's no choice. But what upsets me, and I'm sure it does, probably does for you also, if you were to go out and decide, I'm going to buy a Union Jack to put on the side of my house, to show patriotism, and I go out to buy an American flag to put out in front of my house, and the tag says made in China,
Hmm.
I've got a problem with that. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. It
Definitely.
should be made in the country
Oh, wait.
it's for.
Yep.
Unfortunately, everything is now a cheap Chinese import that doesn't last.
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
you buy now, it'll come from China. You can get it super cheap, so you're like, yeah, I'm getting all this super
Lasts
cheap
like 2
stuff,
days.
but it doesn't last. Not like
No.
how stuff used to last. Like she had stuff for years that lasted.
Well, that's what sometimes that's really what upsets me when they show people that we're going to go in and we're going to flip this house, or we're going to do something and renovate this house, and they tear out all of the character and throw in formica cabinets, and it's like, no. My old house is my old house. And our house is considered old, and it was built in 1905. But my house looks almost just exactly the way it looked in 1905. You got a picture?
I'm going to show the old picture.
This is the picture of the house when the year it was built.
Let's put that one big. Wow.
It's cool.
What a beautiful house.
We don't have a silo. It's gone. I would have liked to have that silo. But
The front stairs there aren't there anymore. The old car or the old people, they're gone too.
well, they widened streets, so we lost lawn. They lost because it used to be just one lane that went down the middle of the road.
Yeah.
And by the time they widen that, and they put in streets and they do all that kind of crap, you lose the character there. But our house is, well, actually, the house is 4 stories. The basement and the 3 stories up. The
We've
top
got
is a dormer.
Our basement, it's got 9-foot ceilings.
Wow.
So we've got actually the basement, the first floor, and the second floor are all stone, and they're 24 inches thick. The only frame we have on our house is the dormer, the attic.
Wow.
But they don't build houses like that anymore.
Nope.
So why
Oh.
would you go? Why would you go in and destroy something like that and put in a piece of crap that's going to be gone in 20 years?
Yeah, we've got the same here. We're in a new build block of flats or apartments, as you guys have called them. And the fucking shoddy work that's in it and the things that you've had to go behind and repair and sort out is ridiculous. Absolutely. You move in, you think, oh, it's all nice and shiny and new, but it's shit.
Yeah.
So I've
Well,
got
that's,
some
that's
messages.
anywhere nowadays because they're not using. Well, they can't use old growth wood anymore. It's all new growth.
We've got loads
It-
of messages here in the chat for you guys. So Lisa says, Michael, I've never seen you before, but I love you. You're hilarious. Lainey says your tape measure lies like
well,
Donna also says she loves you guys.
Alvin,
Yeah.
isn't that 9 inches?
Yeah, about that. Yeah, that's
Okay, that's what I thought. But big around as a beer can.
I'm gonna try and get a little bit further down the chat because I'm a nightmare for getting behind.
Well, oh, you're absolutely right. They renovate instead of restore, and it's kind of sad actually. But there are a group now of a movement in the United States where we have younger people that are going into areas that have like fallen along the wayside and started to become junk heaps that are going in and actually restoring homes. They're using period doorknobs, use period doors and floors and railings, and those are your customer for period items. Because if you have a period home, you have to decorate it, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so many people want it back to the original way it was rather than all of this new modern updated crap.
Yeah.
Oh, they were marble.
Donna's saying, get her on. Get her on. I'm taking it you mean Glams. I will quite happily send Glams the link if she would like to.
Hello, Kathy.
Good evening, Kath. She said a friend was on Britain's Got Talent and then it was tea time.
Oh, wow.
Very nice. Lainey says a lot of pottery and glass came from where she lives. We also did the JAJ Pirates. Mummy Linden said, Mark and Mike, try to watch the bidding room.
What's the bidding room?
I have no idea actually. What is the
No,
bidding
no.
room, Mummy Linden? We are such Anglophiles here. Lisa says, my great uncle was an antiques dealer. He worked a lot for Princess Margaret.
Wow. Was she the horsey one?
She is the horsey one. 100%, she's the horsey one. Mummy Linda's just WhatsApped me. And get there.
It's just what?
Oh, it's a bit blurry. It's a bit blurry, Mummy Linden. Yep, you can't upcycle cheap, shitty plastic either. Even if something's old and not to your taste, it can be upcycled to taste.
True.
No one wants brown furniture apart from the few who will upcycle.
Mhm.
The antiques folks dislike now will still be around when they're long gone. The crap they make today is just that crap, and it won't last, even though they're like through their lifetime.
True.
It's true. You buy something now, you're lucky if it lasts a month. To be fair.
Maxio is back.
Max is back. Max is back.
Thank you. Max is back.
Porky
Max
said
is
he had
back.
an 8-track in his first car. Now
Wow.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I did too, but I had to. It was an add-on.
Mummy Linda said our house is 1930s and we still have the wooden fireplace surround with the terracotta tiles or WhatsApp you.
Oh,
It's a bit blurry, or I would have tried to show it, Mummy Linda.
I'll something tomorrow.
Okie dokie. Did you play Elvis? You look like an Elvis fan. The house I own is over 400 years old and built of cob and reclaimed ship timbers, Lisa says.
wow.
That sounds cool.
What is cob? Is that like corn cobs?
I'm not sure.
What
What
of
is
corn?
cob? Is it hay?
Yeah. I think so.
Ew.
Hay or straw?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, look at Temu. Temu is selling so much like imported.
Mhm.
From China.
And they are getting so. In order to buy something, they want the name of your firstborn's whatever.
Yeah, and we fell for the stupid thing of trying to like get the link people to like follow our link things, get free this and free
Yeah.
that, and it doesn't work because you have to spam everyone to death with it, and then you still don't get it in the end.
Cob is mud, straw, and rocks.
gotcha. All kinds of crap. Well, 3 foot thick.
Lisa likes Temu. She gets her glass lamp work beads from there.
Well, and the thing about it is, there are certain people that there are items there that they would like to have, but it was not worth it to mark. We finally got rid of it got rid of the app because every 2 minutes there'd be something blinking up on your phone. You know, buy this, buy that. You know,
You're my best friend. Here's a deal for you.
you can just buy so many pairs of crotchless panties. I'm telling you what.
You can. We've had a little look on the Temu app, and you can
Yeah.
buy some really naughty stuff on there. We've seen some really weird stuff. Glam
Wow.
said, my son just told me he met a group of Brits in Cancun, and he says they were really a lot of fun. It's because
Well, of course they were.
we are fun. Walkie said, you have 5 dealers sitting in. Oh, you have 5 dealers sitting in a room, and they bid on what people bring in. I think we did watch that before. So it's 5 antiques dealers, and they sit in a room,
It's
and
like room 101.
yeah, members of the public bring in an item, and then they all try and bid on it or not bid on it.
I watched one and it was a British show. And they brought in like teams, I think there were like 3 or 4 teams of 2. And they all sat in these chairs and they all had to answer questions like Jeopardy. And if you won it, then you could choose one of these items, one of these antique items. And then whoever at the end had the most valuable items.
I'm gonna
Why?
put dinner in the oven.
And I thought it was about the craziest thing I ever saw. Because I didn't understand about half what was going on. But
I don't know what that is. If any of you guys know what that program is, pop it in the chat. Okie dokie. Cheryl says, I'm still here. I'm just watching this in awe. Glad to see that we all want the old days and the good stuff. 100%.
yep.
Lisa says she's got the Timo app on her phone. I hate it. Yeah, it is. It is a stalker, Glam. It is.
I got to the point where I would pick up my phone and turn it on, and there'd be a Temu ad with some kind of a roulette wheel. And
Yep.
it starts spinning around and says, "Oh, you get 100% off." Of what?
Yeah,
No,
you
thanks.
get 100% off, but you actually don't
Oh.
get 50% off
You-
because they want you to spam the shit out of people to sign up to it. And
Yeah.
then they'll go, oh, you've got 5 people have signed up. You still only need £1 left to get the whole thing.
Yeah. Well, what kills me is that I deliver those Temu packages all the time. I have never seen such big messes of packages. It's like they throw everything in a big pile, and they wrap it up with white tape, and it's stuff sticking out all over and I'm thinking, it can't be anything worth anything, or they'd pack it better.
Yeah, it's just crap.
And do you have Sheen or Shine, whatever that's SHEIN?
Yeah, I think, is it Sheen? I never know how to pronounce it either, to be quite honest.
And that's just as bad.
It's
You
just
know.
fast fashion crap. And that's all it is. I've never bought anything from it, and I probably won't ever buy it.
Well, you see an awful lot of it at thrift stores. I can tell you that. People try to get rid of it.
Find a lot of it here as well, in the charity shops as well. Walkies, my mate got married and got a new flat. I said I'd come to the local auction with me. You can furnish your flat really cheap. But his wife wanted new, so they went to IKEA. What?
It just doesn't last.
David Dickinson hosted that show, Orange Man. Yeah, he also does.
He's a different orange man. That's all I'm going to say.
Bargain Hunt. That was one of them that I saw. I think that was the one I saw.
Yeah, so there's normally 2 teams of 2 people, and they have to run around these markets and buy an antique, and then they sell it at an auction, and whoever makes the most profit is the winning team.
Well, there was another one where this guy, they were from Britain, but then they would go to the big sales, like street sales in France. And they'd buy stuff in France, and then they'd bring it back, and then they'd sell it and see who made the most money off of it. They'd refinish it or whatever they're going to do.
I'm not sure I remember what it's called, but I know the program that you mean. They go
Yeah.
to some places like that and buy the stuff.
Is it,
Lisa, do not mention that name.
Not Dale.
No, it's not that. It's another one with one of the antique dealers. It's not one that you know.
Okay.
Porky, I see that a lot with some of the new couples that don't really appreciate how unique the thrifted items are. They just want it to look like what's on TV.
Yeah, true.
Good evening, Steve. Lovely to see you.
Hey,
Thank
Steve.
you for popping in. Lisa says she knows the Orange Man, who the American Orange Man is. I think most of us in the chat will know who the Orange American Man is. So we found this as well, and we don't know if it's anything or if it's nothing. And it could probably be nothing, but it's
How cute is that?
Wings open.
the wings open like a little trinket box.
Well, that's in much better condition than the one I have.
Yeah, we've got. Don't you have one in here?
There's,
Like,
yeah. I think there's 3 in there. Only they're silver tone. They're not brass.
Okay.
Those are nice.
Yeah, it's a cute little thing. We've got it on our kitchen windowsill at the moment. Very cute.
Oh wow, that's nice.
That's gorgeous.
see if I can open it without breaking it. 'Cause it opens up and has a little thing in there too.
Oh, that's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, that's cool. Okay, is that a glass or a stone?
We don't know if it's glass or stone, and it feels.
This one's glass.
If you tap it, it feels metal, but then it's because the brass is inside. So even when you do the little tap, I've no idea.
I thought when I first saw it, I thought they might be little salt cellars.
It could be a possibility, to be honest.
Yeah.
Really cute.
Is that black glass or is it blue?
I think it's
black.
black.
Yeah, black.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
That is pretty.
We love pretty stuff, but also I've kept some stuff that when my nana passed away, I have a table behind me, and I don't know if I can.
Oh, I like that.
And I upcycled it because it had started getting a bit rusty. So we used some paint that we had and some little thrifted bits that we had, and we upcycled it. And I have our lovely vase that I showed Mark earlier that Sean sent us.
Yeah, I'll show Michael that vase. That is pretty.
Don't drop it.
So it's
Well, who said you can't have nice things?
I know it's old Tupton ware, and it's absolutely stunning.
That's pretty.
But they're the things that we really appreciate, is the things like that, because they've got age, they're still beautiful.
Alvin said he was going to roll up 100-pound notes and put it in, fill up that vase for your birthday.
Aww. So
A secret. Well, to be £50, we haven't got £100.
Cass said, put your money where your mouth is. Quite possibly, Cat. Glams, Lisa, shh, we don't speak the name or it will come to haunt us again.
Lisa, you know what? I was thinking the same thing.
Voldemort.
He whose name will remain nameless, or
I think I prefer Voldemort, though, to be fair. Just saying. We made our feelings quite clear, let's just say that, about the orange person that we're talking about in Britain.
I love Harry Potter.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, 4 rooms. Yeah, that's a cat.
4 rooms, yes. Cat. So it's like 4 rooms, and people go in with their antiques or valuables, and these so-called dealers try and rip them off, basically.
Oh yeah, I've seen that one too.
Yeah.
And then at the end, they've got something underneath a sheet or something. They pull it off. Do you want to trade for whatever's under here? Or, okay, I know which one it is.
Yeah.
That one.
Waits to be struck by lightning. Now you've said it now, Lisa. You've said the word. Yeah, Glam said, "Oh, thank God, Lisa. I thought you were going to say the T word. We don't say that in this house."
Yeah.
Muggle. He's worse than a muggle.
You're antique, Mummy.
I'm about to start. Huh?
You are not antique, Mummy Lin. How very dare you?
Oh, Lin, I got you beat. I was in grade school by the time you were born.
And Lin, antique is 100 years or more.
Yeah, so see, you can't be. You've got to be vintage, if anything.
I'm not saying that I'm old, but let's
You're
see.
not?
Well, okay. Right after I created Fire and right before I created the wheel, I started in the antique business.
Wow. And there was me thinking that you were both 21. So
Yes, you're right. It's just a very, very bad screenshot here.
yeah, the HDs. Wow. I don't even think we've got HD, to be fair, but you know.
No, I don't think so. We got just the standard one.
Lisa said she's vintage and proud. Indeed.
Yes.
Mummy Lyndon says she's over halfway. But you're not there yet.
Yeah, you're not there.
That's great,
I'm old,
Stephen.
63, but I don't feel old. You're only as old as the person you're feeling. I think they say Porkies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but that means my godmother was antique. She made it to 106 years old. Wow.
That's fantastic.
No, 6.
That's a young.
And Kathy, we love Fake or Fortune. I wish they'd bring that back.
Well, they do. We just don't get it yet.
No, we've not seen this one. We need to look that up.
You've never watched Fake or Fortune?
No, never.
Oh, good Lord. Fiona Burris at her best, and Philip Mould.
Yes.
You've never lived.
So let me just dull the brightness slightly. So Mummy Lynn wants me to show her fireplace, and I'm not sure how good it's going to come out because it's a little bit blurry.
Oh, I love that. Oh, what's that on top of that fireplace?
What are they on top of the fireplace? Mummy Lynn. Down. Lisa said, my oldest granddaughter asked me when she was little, Nana, how old are you? I told her, very old. I'm 10 years older than God.
My oldest granddaughter, she was probably 12 years old. She had just heard Elvis for the first time, and she came up to me and she says, "Papa, did you know Elvis?" I said, "Well, I knew of him." And she said, "Oh, well, I thought you would know him."
Aw.
It's like, oh, how sweet.
It's Mike's football trophies.
Oh,
Oh,
they're Mike's football trophies on top.
I always have to ask, and maybe something I really can live without.
So Kev says biggest soon to be antique in America is Joe Biden, but is that prop double check the age? Is that crooked double check the age? Steve says I have a photo of me and my godmother when she received her birthday card from the Queen for making 100. Wow,
Oh,
so nice.
Very nice.
My granddaughter asked me if I was alive when the world was black and white. Cheeky. Yeah, how rude.
well, it used to be all black until I invented white.
Yeah. Was that before or after the wheel, though?
Oh, it was before.
Ah,
Like I couldn't see to fix the wheel, so I had to invent the white for light.
that's logical thinking, that is as well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I think we are going to call it an evening there. We're going to go and have a good old chin wag, as we discussed earlier, in the green room. So thank you very, very much for joining us. Please,
Thank
again,
you so much.
go and sub to Mark and Michael if you haven't already. They need to be at least the 1K, and I think they deserve more, personally. So let's get them up to that 1K subs because they deserve
And more.
every last one of them and more. Thank you very much to Mark and Michael for joining us this evening and for sitting and playing all our silly games and listening to our silly jokes.
It
It
has
was
been
so
an
much-
absolute honor to be on with you two. Thank you.
Oh,
so
we're
much.
the privileged.
You know,
Yeah.
Glams has always said how sweet you are, and she was absolutely right.
Aw.
Thank you.
We
But
absolutely.
you know, Glams can be known as a liar too. So
Oh yeah, she's fucking. She's
Lisa,
quite-
it was a pleasure to meet you also.
So thank you.
Lisa, you sound like somebody that I would really like.
Lisa's hilarious.
All these folks have just been as kind and generous to us
We have
as
the
they
best.
possibly could be. That no one said anything nasty about Mark's wrinkles or anything.
No, not yet. Anyway, like we have to wait till next week to see if they try and say it behind his back.
Yeah.
But you know,
Hey,
everyone.
if they're talking about me, they're leaving some other SOB alone.
It's very true.
Sure.
I'm sure we get some backlash at some point in time somewhere.
Yep.
But
So-
yes, we have got some subs in the chat. We love you too, Mummy Lynn.
Yeah, love you too, Mommy Lynn.
Yes, Sofa will send you the link.
It's
Glam-
always. I just want to say one thing. It is always such a treat to have Lin in our chats because I know that it's like really late, but she comes in and she's always so kind and so nice.
That's our
And
mommy.
we appreciate it so much.
She officially adopted us. She sent us a card and everything. She's adopted us. So she
Yeah,
is.
you are her babies.
Yes.
We are indeed her babies, and we love her very much.
So next Saturday, I'll be live dumpster diving.
He'll be back out in them bins.
Yep.
So, you know, and if you are American and you're watching, bins means dumpsters because our bins and your bins. And
I would love to do that with you.
Oh,
I absolutely would love that.
we would love
yeah,
that too.
them bloody Flightsburgs.
Donna just subbed and Kev just subbed.
Kev sub, Donna sub. Thank you very much, guys.
Thank
Much
you.
appreciated. Let's get these guys to where they deserve to be and more.
Definitely.
Oh, well, we deserve to be in a state prison, but We've managed to elude the authorities this long, so you know.
I'll join you there. I'm also on the bus that Glams drives going to hell. So
Smuggle cigarettes and what else do we need in prison? You should know.
Steve said, Alvin, I have a car mate would be much easier.
True. True.
But yeah, thank you so much for joining us. Glams, if you're still watching, let us know if you want the link to pop into the green room, and I'm going to just send it anyway, and you can use it if you want it. And we will see you guys next Saturday. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
I'm going to get
Bye.
up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Night.